What is going on, collecting community? You are tuning into the Pain and Chasen show with Warren, Eddie, and Mark. Um, with that said, you're probably wondering where Pain might be. He, about an hour ago, had a family emergency that came up out of nowhere. Um, I won't go into the details with y'all because that's not my personal life to tell. I do not know if he will make it at all this stream or how severe the situation is. Um, all I can say is pain. I really hope everything is okay. I know we all do. Um, hopefully in 2 weeks, if you don't make it all to this one, you'll be able to attend that one. With that said, a couple weeks ago, Payne came to me about starting a live show for his channel, Payne Collectibles. We started hashing thoughts out, sharing ideas off one another. We took ideas from streams we liked. We came up with our own original concepts as well. We wanted to make it a closed panel featuring one guest per episode. The first episode, the one you're watching, was intended to just be all of us to get familiar and used to this whole new show we're doing. Going forward, you can expect an additional, live guest to be. We already have a handful booked, handful of big names. Not gonna say who we have already, but y'all will like it and be surprised of who is to come. To continue, I'm gonna kick it over to Eddie. Just man, thank you for joining. Just wondering, man, introduce yourself and why did you want to be a part of this, man?
Yeah, so I'm Eddie Money Mendez. Is how I go by on the YouTube community, but Eddie. And I was in the second Chasen and Payne had mentioned it to me. They were interested in starting something up, something that was their own and something that they could put in the YouTube community. And Chasen's a good friend of mine, so Payne's become a good friend of mine. So I immediately wanted to be a part of it and to contribute in any way I could. So I was in. I just had to move some things around, but I'm glad I was able to be a part of it with, I'm meeting Warren for the first time, kind of. I haven't really talked to him too much, and I'm excited to, become friends with him. And then Mark, I've streamed with a couple times on casual shows, so I've already known Mark for a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited. Excited to talk statues with you guys. Excited to start something new. I think it's going to be pretty good. You and Payne have invested a lot into this, so I think it's going to do pretty well, man.
Thank you, man. Warren, man, how we doing tonight?
I'm good,
What made
man.
what made you want to be part of this?
Bro, I don't want to sound like I'm lying or anything, but I was told that I'm here to talk about Transformers and Gal Gadot, bro. That's the only reason I joined this thing. You guys said I could talk about Transformers and Gal Gadot for about 2 hours, so I'm here, bro. Ready to go.
Man, and then about yourself, Mark. I know we've just started getting to know each other the last couple months or so, but I'm glad you want to be part of this as well, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you and Payne came to me and asked if I wanted to join, flashed me $50, and I was in. So, no, I'm joking.
Damn, I only got 20.
Wow, man, Eddie, I'd renegotiate that shit. No, man, just good to hang out with you guys and just another avenue to talk statues and hang out. I'm all for it. So I appreciate being considered and asked to hang out with you guys. So yeah.
Definitely, man. The craziest thing about this that I didn't think was gonna happen, the people we eyed to take the spots on the show, they all accepted. We didn't have to find other people we were looking for. So to me, that was actually pretty crazy. The fact that you all wanted to do it, the fact we could all make work on a time that worked for everybody. Um, I was actually surprised we were able to get this together.
It was meant to be, man.
With that going
So,
on, I will just take some names from the chat. Thank you for tuning in, guys. It does mean a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Payne. This is his channel. While he's not here, I will try to do my best because we had this whole show kind of planned off, me and him operating things together, and some of the content that was going to be shown will not be shown now. But with that being said, Joe, man, thank you. You know, you're one of my absolute favorite people in this community, man. Like, I would go to you for anything. If anyone ever needs a recommendation for you, man, like, you are one of the top people I know in this community, man. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, Vin is my justice buster buddy.
We got Nate Scott. Thank you, sir. Always the Dennis Perez, man. That guy is just YouTube loyalty right there, man. You can, I mean, it's appreciated, man. I'm definitely gonna get Dennis on here for one of our featured guests, without a doubt. Joe as well. Got Warren multitasking, Eddie Mendez multitasking. Same with Mark. Mike Edmondson, thank you, man. This means a lot. Hope to see you some more down the future. Aiden Martinez, what's going on, Mr. Exquisite? You know, man, I know Warren's your boy. Hope we know we feature him right on this show. Like I said, guys, I really can't tell you how much this means to me and Payne that we got this up. We got people viewing this. I really didn't know what to expect going forward. For our first show, we got Pudgy, kind of like Dennis, man. That's a loyal member of the community. You can always count on him to show support. Thank you, Pudgy. Luke, damn, that's one of my favorite people that's not on my continent. Man, how's it going in Australia today, man? Thanks
What
for
time
being
is
here,
it
bro.
over where Luke is at right now?
He's in the future, bro. It's Saturday.
Jesus.
Saturday afternoon, man. Definitely get him on here eventually. Appreciate you, Luke. This guy, the other Chase. What's up, man? Glad you could stop by. Appreciate the support. Mario.
Hey,
Known him
Mario.
for a while in this community now. Appreciate you, man. Got his own channel, El Profesoro. Definitely check him out. Good content. He just had a stream last night. So, with all that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It does mean more than you know. From there on, I guess we can get started with what the whole plan was with this show. Any last words from any of you guys?
Yeah, man, let's do this. So Payne can join us a little later on, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely, man. I couldn't agree more with that.
I'm just excited to see shit behind Chasen for once.
Dude, I was gonna say
we will.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
We will definitely get into that.
Jason, these guys when you move to the side a little bit, they want to see that shit, bro.
Dude, I don't have a good background, and I was like, oh, it's all good because I can always count on Chasen to just have a blank wall. And then I joined today, I'm like, what the fuck?
Now you're gonna have to step it up, Eddie.
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
Okay.
You have to play effort in now. Shit.
Okay, we'll try to have some fun now going forward, guys. I know that intro was a bit dull and probably heavy-hearted, but I really haven't known Payne that long. I got to know him after he was featured on Cash's show. Shout out Cash.
Pudgy says it's a green screen. You really have statues behind
you. Wow. That's great. Normally Payne isn't even the type of collector I'd bond with, man. Like our interests don't really collide, you know. But it's just a good dude right there, man. He truly is. Example of him being a good dude. When he wanted to start up this show, he reached out to all his friends in this community that have a channel and told them of his intentions. Like, there's no reason. Payne didn't do this because of animosity with Steve from Casual Nerd Problems, not from Cash with, Cash to Gemini, or Eddie on his In and Out show, John with his show on CW. He reached out to everybody and let him know his intentions. He only had 2 days a week. He could really make this work. So we ultimately ended up on Friday. I just, like I said, it's a good dude right there, man. I'm gonna have his back through this. I really do hope everything is okay with him.
Yeah, man.
But we'll get this show going now. Maybe we can get some energy in here. Okay. So to start things off with, it's kind of like pre-orders or new arrivals for us in particular. We're kind of just go through this and then get on to the next show. I know for this one, I can speak for Eddie as well. He also secured the pre-order on this. It's a 1/4 scale Master Chief from Halo 3 made by Gaming Heads. Pre-order went up in February. Whoops. In February, and it was an early bird discount. So at that time he was $570, and the plan was I was just gonna wait to order them, and then they announced the price is gonna go up. So I messaged Eddie and I was like, "Hey man, we got a few days to get this for the price it's currently at, or get it later and the price will go up." We both decided to take advantage of the price. It was like a 570, I believe, and then sure enough, a few days later, it did go up to 630. So we saved what was that, $60 or so?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take
Shipping
that.
was high.
Shipping was high, yes.
That was the
And-
shitty thing, but oh well.
Is that like that's a quarter scale piece?
It is a quarter scale. However,
Yeah.
it says 19 inches tall. Master Chief is a tall guy. With the suit, he's almost 7 feet. So this more or less, I think, might be a 1/5, but I really don't care. I used to have the old Sideshow Master Chief from Halo 1. It's one I sold, and I kind of always regretted it. So this will fill that void pretty nicely for me.
I regret it for you.
But I have a connection with Halo 3 that I never had with 1, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, me too.
I did get good night news, guys. Pain will be here shortly. So
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
that is good news, fellas. Thanks
Yeah.
for all that y'all of you in the chat that had well wishes. I appreciate that. And I know he does too.
that means Hot Girl Summer can commence.
This thing is long overdue. I've had it for about a few months now. Warren convinced me just to put up something for the, have a little background for the show and time to unbox something. I did agree with him.
Thank you.
Yeah. So right here you have a C3PO half scale, legendary scale from old Sideshow, because that is a complete different company than modern Sideshow, as we all know. This thing back in the day retailed at $2,250. There's rumored to be less than 100 ever made. Usually this piece goes for well over 3,000. All I'll say is I got this in conjunction with the half scale R2, and the seller from England really hooked me up. So thank you, that guy.
Nice.
Jason bringing the Star Wars drills out.
Yeah.
So this is like no permanent display you're gonna see behind me. I'm in for this stream, I'm actually in like a storage room that I have in the house. I just wanted to set something up. This thing has been chilling there for a while. He's just chilling because he's waiting to get sold.
Have you taken R2 out of checked him out yet, or is he still factory or just packaged up still?
R2, I always check out most of my pieces, and especially something I pay this much for. Yeah, I checked them out, but none of these pieces have ever been displayed in my collection yet.
Okay, got it.
So while this is not going to be my display, he is now officially technically displayed. The restraining bolt, he is actually removable. That's kind of cool.
Is it a magnet?
It is a magnet. Very
Nice.
And that's the difference between the light ups and the no light eyes. Here's one of Payne's orders. Obviously he's not here to speak on it, but he does have a YouTube review featuring this piece.
Yeah, that piece looks great, man.
Yeah, that translucent resin to me just always seems like glass, and it's ready to break, but it's really just as sturdy as any other, resin statue we're used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
This one I know he just secured. He took the last one on Cosmic Chase's website. This is a great pickup. I think it's incredible.
Yeah,
One third Prime 1 Black Suit Superman. He has another piece that he can't speak on as he's not here, but the character's name is Pain from Naruto. Just another one of them crazy anime pieces. It really is actually impressive. He did a video on unboxing on this one as well, guys. Eddie, what do you got?
Oh yeah, I finally pre-ordered the Hellboy 2, the Golden Army Hellboy. I
Nice.
converted some other pieces that Pain enabled me to get, and I decided like I'm not gonna do the anime stuff, at least not like a whole line of them. I may end up getting like one Ichigo piece or like one anime piece, but I wanted to convert those and pick this one up because it was a higher priority for me. So I ordered that from Todd at Spec Fiction. I'm excited for that, dude. That I've always wanted like some form of Ron Perlman Hellboy in my collection, and the older Sideshow ones are cool. I'm not saying they're bad statues, but I think this one is better. So I was glad. I was like glad and surprised to see they even dropped this, because I
Yeah.
thought there's no way no new like Hellboy stuff from those movies is ever gonna come out, but they dropped this, so I was like, oh shit, and it's Blitzway, so hopefully it comes out pretty good. And you see it has all his switch outs with Big Baby and his other what's the other pistol's name?
Samaritan.
Samaritan,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, to go with it, I got I think his name is Drew Struzan. The artist. It's a art print that I picked up from Sideshow. They had two different versions. They had like a Virgin, where it was just the art, none of the title and everything, and then they had this, which is like I think it's called a hot gold foil title. And I went with that one because I kind of like the movie poster aspect of it. I'm still trying to figure out how the display will go, but I know I want to put this behind the statue or maybe like a little bit to the side of it so you could see it. But I thought that would be a badass setup, so
Definitely,
I'm
man.
pretty excited. Those two like worked out around the same time.
Right.
And then this, so after I found out about that other art print, I started following the artist on Facebook, and he had posted that they were doing a limited run of this print, which is from the first movie, and it's signed. And I want to say it was like an ES of 100 prints that were signed on Galactic Galaxy or something like that, galacticgalaxy.com, where they actually feature a lot of this artist's work. He has some cool stuff, but I picked this one up. This is smaller. The other one was 24 by 36. This one is just 11 by 8. So
I mean, this thing is
it's
cool
a
just
little
'cause,
smaller.
I mean, the signature alone just makes it pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and I wanted something from the first movie, so this will probably go around the statue as well. I have like some other signed pictures from them at cons and things, so
Yeah,
I have
definitely.
a nice little Hellboy collection now.
So is that statue just by Blitzway? They're not in conjunction with anyone
Yeah.
else? It's
Yeah,
just
they actually, that was weird to me too. They put that up a while ago, not in conjunction with Prime 1 or anything.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
Blitzway. Oh, and then
Oh,
you
and
picked
then,
up
oh
the
shit.
yeah,
I didn't know
the-
you were going to put this.
Yeah, man.
I thought we
Of
were
course.
strictly statues.
Nah, this is relevant. This is relevant.
So, yeah, Chasen was a little disappointed in me, I think. He thought I was going back to figures after I pre-ordered this, but I just thought it was a cool aspect. And I still get figures every now and then, even though I do prefer statues now. But this is the in-art Joker
Right.
that they announced like I think it's almost a month ago now, a couple of weeks ago. But I got the Rooted Hair 2-pack because one of the coolest things I thought when I started collecting was I like hearing all those people that kind of got into collecting like in the beginning. So I thought it would be kind of cool to get something from their first like announcement of a new thing they were doing. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted it. And then also I think it's going to come out pretty badass. So
Hell yeah.
I'm interested in seeing how it ends up turning out. And then I could always sell it. I don't think the value is going to go down in this at all, even though there has been a lot of like controversy with it now because of the damn pre-order opening and
Yeah.
closing, which I don't really give a shit about because I
Yeah.
know it'll still be somewhat limited, and
Of course.
I
this-
more
this-
ordered it for the quality anyway. So
Yeah, this looks great, man.
Hell yeah.
Is there
yeah.
a
And then-
number attached to those?
No, that's why people are bitching about it now because there's no number, and they said that it was only going to be available to order for 3 days. So everybody like jumped in, and then the order opened again after the 3 days. So people were upset, but as of now, there's no number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you also I know picked this up, so hopefully we'll get this
Yeah.
around the same time, man.
Yeah, hopefully soon. That's like,
Yeah,
I think that's my closest pre-order right now. Like
yeah,
to
it's actually supposed to
coming
be
in.
Q3, man. It's a quick turnaround. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Man.
Warren. I mean, this thing kind of speaks for itself, man. What are your
Yeah,
thoughts with it? What's your thoughts?
this definitely for me, it's one of the coolest ones in the line from XM, the G1 line, because I mean, you basically get in Soundwave with all his minions together, and the statue itself is like, it has a really cool pose, like, he's actually like sending them off to attack kind of thing. So it's definitely one of the coolest ones for me in the line so far. And
Yeah,
plus, I
man.
mean, Soundwave was, one of my favorite Transformers growing up and stuff in the cartoons and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that thing is just beyond ridiculous, man. I mean, from XM, they're absolutely killing that line. Like, I
yeah,
mean, the
I
only
mean,
piece I think was a fail was Bumblebee. I mean, this thing and Grimlock
uh,
by
well,
far, just two of the most incredible Transformers ever
let's
made.
welcome the host, bro. Kane is in the
Hey
house.
guys.
What's up, man?
Oh, what's
Hey
up, man?
guys.
What's up, man?
Hey, sorry, late for my own for our own show, but hey, this is why we're an ensemble cast, and it's not just about one person. And I'm so glad I asked Mr. Chasen to host and showrun, and I had all of you guys part of the panel because of emergencies like this. When
Yep.
shit just happens, it just so happened to happen on the day we start the show. So I apologize for being late. Hi everyone, good evening.
It's all good.
What's
Thank
up,
you for
man? Like
being
I
here.
said, we were just, sending our well wishes towards you, man, because I really don't know what happened or anything. I'm not gonna ask you. It's not our business.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but
yeah.
regardless, all I'm saying is I really hope everything's all right, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hope everything's good.
Yeah. No worries, no worries, no worries.
I'm so glad you're here now, though, man.
Yeah. So
This show is gonna get it. We had like a dim. I really had a dim mood to start this out, man, because I was honestly legit worried. So I'm glad you're here. We can get this thing going, man. We did cover your PO pieces, so
sure, no
we're
problem.
just gonna keep it going.
Keep it going, definitely.
All right,
Again,
Warren.
this is why we have an ensemble. Yes. Okay, go.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, Warren. I mean, Jesus, this is
Yeah,
enormous.
man, bro, that piece was insane. I was like, when I got that and I took out like the entire thing with the hand on the bottom, probably all the way up to halfway where the sentinel headers was like one whole thing, and it was like I swear I could have probably sit down in the box because of how huge it was. And then the other box with the head was like another huge piece that had to go on top of that, bro. That thing is like seriously insane. It's like amazing the kind of work that they put into that. To me, I mean, a lot of people have some, negatives about the statue or whatever, but to me, it's definitely something that I consider like one of the best throne pieces out there in terms of Magneto and throne. So
Yeah,
I
man,
know,
that thing.
I know Jerry had some issues. I think his own came with some damages and stuff like that. So, I don't know if he got it sorted out or whatever. But, I mean, I'm thankful that, these pieces come to me all the way in Trinidad and Caribbean, and thankful so far nothing comes broken, nothing comes with any kind of major damages or anything like that. So, kind of blessed so far with these things.
Well, that's definitely a good thing, man, because I know if something did happen, it would be more of a hassle for you than any
Yeah,
of
for
us.
sure. Yeah, because I mean, to ship it all the way back or to wait for something to come in, it takes like months to even get there. So.
I know you were happy when you got this one out the other week, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this piece as well, bro, is like a really great presence, a great statue. I know Razor got this, and a few other guys got it as well. This thing is crazy, insane piece, bro. Yeah,
Do you
I
have an
think when
issue with the paint?
people, no, when people got this thing in hand, they just forget about the purple and stuff, and the whole issue with purple, bro. This thing is just, the presence of the statue in your collection is just different.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue either, man. To me, honestly, it looks fine anyway. Whenever I see someone post it, like I don't have the same issue. I know other people do.
Yeah,
But another one. I mean, look at them. You had 3 heavy hitters, just 1, 2, 3. Like it's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Congratulations, bro.
yeah, man,
dude.
thanks a lot.
And then this. Tell us what you're doing here, my friend.
I actually bring that up, bro. It's like, this is just something that I'm working on. It's like an extension I'm doing to my house right now because right now these statues are basically taking over my entire living space right now. So I really need to get everything out of my living space into a separate area. So this is just like a kind of home theater and basically like a statue gallery I'm going to be doing. So everything kind of going to be in one area, set up as a complete thing altogether. So it wouldn't be part of my living area anymore. That kind of
Now,
stuff. So
this is just beyond impressive, man. We see people with, galleries, and to think you're going to be someone that has a gallery is just ridiculous. Like, if I go to
yeah.
Trinidad now, if someone says, let's go to a museum, I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm going to Warren's Statue Museum. That's the only museum I want to see.
I mean, it's gonna take some while because a while, sorry, because the inside work is definitely gonna take some time. So probably late next year or something like that. It's gonna definitely take some time, but it's something I'm excited about working on and stuff too.
That's dope, man.
Definitely, man. Like I said, congrats on all the pieces, and I hope the building of the gallery goes flawless, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, Mark. I know you added a comic to go with your sound wave that you got before Dante.
That's right. Don't forget it, Warren, either. Who
Mark,
the
I
OG
think
Soundwave collector is in this group. You know what I'm saying?
I sent you my shipping address for the comic. Man.
No, Mark, I am not a comic person, but I do know a lot about grading, and if I'm not mistaken, the yellow means signed, right?
Yeah,
And that's this.
yeah, and don't get it twisted. I'm not a big comic guy either. I just buy for cover art, basically. But yeah, the yellow means the artist signed it, and they also did a drawing of Soundwave on there. It's not the best pick. I could have zoomed in closer, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's when that was kind of like tiding me over while I was retired. I got the itch.
Oh yeah, you are unretired now, my friend.
Yeah. So yeah, thought it
Yeah.
looked nice.
No, it
And
does
tracked
look
that
nice.
down.
I agree. Is that like his first appearance on the cover?
I have no idea, man.
Okay. Yeah, who
I was
cares?
just
You
like,
said it looks nice, I want it.
yeah, I was just like searching for Soundwave on eBay, CGCs, and I couldn't find nothing. And that was like one of the only ones that would pop up. So yeah.
Well, congratulations to all of you and your pickups.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be like that. I mean, hopefully kind of nonstop for us, man. We got Queen Studios showing off stuff. Hopefully we all get a little intrigued of what they might have to offer on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so Payne.
Yep.
Welcome, man. Welcome. Welcome.
Sorry, I'm setting up the anime pics in the background here.
You're good, man. Welcome.
I don't even remember where we're supposed to be in the show stack right now. So
Thank you. I'm glad you can make it, man. Yeah, let's wing it.
Yeah. Let's just wing it.
Man.
Hey, you know what? Thanks to everybody for being here. There's like 20 something people, or there were, and now they're 20. It doesn't matter. I'm surprised we have people show up. I'm very, very grateful. Can I just tell you guys how very, very freaking grateful I am? And I'm also very grateful that you guys started the show without me and can hold the fort. Again, this is an ensemble cast, and that's why we did it that way. And by the way, I'm loading up my little drinky here, so this is getting more fun as we go along.
I do want to.
Hot Girl Summer, baby.
We shouted out the chat earlier in the show, man. But for those of you who joined a little afterwards, we did that. Really, we do appreciate you being here, man. We know there's other streams going on. We know it's a Friday night. It's a Friday night. There's a million other things you could be doing. But you chose to tune into this, see what it's about. Look at this guy, Shane. I mean, this guy goes back to when I just did one for Star Wars, man. I see this guy everywhere in Star Wars groups. Like, thank you for tuning in, bro.
Shane, did you pick that name because of Knight's Tale? If you did, you're my new best friend. Because I love that movie. You guys have seen that movie, Knight's Tale? His name is Eric von Lichtenstein.
Oh yeah, man. Ledger.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in ages, man.
That's a good movie, man.
What's up, Subaru? Yep, Payne made it, man. Your boy's okay. Jesse, man, another one of the loyal YouTubers, man. Dude gets around to everyone's channel. Like, it's just so sweet when you guys share this type of support. All right, let's get this keep going now, man. We just keep up the energy, man. Payne, you're all good. Everything's fine.
What's the next in the show?
Yeah, we're gonna get into some newly announced pieces by some companies and maybe some updates on statues from the so-called companies. So with that being said, we'll just get things kicked off with Bloodsport by by Prime One and Blitzway.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Van Damme movie. Okay.
So man, I
Bloodsport.
don't know about y'all, but like I'm going through a phase and I don't know where I'm gonna go with my collecting. But if I decide to keep DC 1/3 and pursue that line, like I don't see why this statue would not be a part of it for me personally. The face sculpt on this thing when they first unveiled it was absolute trash. They heard our
Yeah.
feedback and they went back to the lab and made this. Like this is beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's like a huge improvement on the initial thing that they did, bro. That's crazy.
What about
Yeah.
you,
Like,
Eddie?
I remember we were talking about this like before, and I was telling you, well, I think that Bloodsport that was like, was even worth looking at or whatever. I didn't even realize that they redid the whole thing, so it looks amazing.
Eddie,
don't
what
even
pose would you go
remember.
with? What pose?
Oh, I don't know. Probably something with the weapons. Maybe with
Weapons?
the 2 weapons in the hands. Or
Okay.
well, I don't know, cause probably the helmet in one and maybe a weapon in the other.
Okay.
Because I would wanna pose it
Yeah,
with
have a
the
piece of
head
everything.
sculpt.
Yeah.
I know Payne and Eddie both. I know you're both into movie lines as well. Is this something you guys might be intrigued by?
If it
Maybe.
was not,
Yeah.
if I like this movie more, maybe. Like I like the character, but I'm not someone who will just buy it because it's part of a DC line. I have to want that character, and even though it was cool, it's not cool enough for me to grab this statue.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me, it's going to depend on whether I have cash or not by that point, and space
That's
by that point.
very true, man. Because you and me are in a little conundrum of what we want to do. Transformers are knocking on our doorstep, my friend.
I think he's
Yeah.
got a really hard face to like nail down. So I don't think they're quite there yet, but like everyone said, that was a good jump from
Mhm.
the early one till now.
Yeah. Like I don't think I could ask for much better.
Like I know they said they're going to do a king shark, and I'm like low key obsessed with sharks.
Hell
Like,
yeah, man.
so I'm
Oh,
just
shit.
curious to see how that king shark will turn. I mean, a god, a 1/3 king shark.
Jesus.
That's gonna like that would be massive. So
If
they
they
haven't
do him
really.
though, with like the when he's tearing the body up, that would be.
I thought they
Crazy.
did like a shadowed out thing. It probably will just be like a museum, like there are
Yeah.
other pieces. But yeah, if they did
We
like a
just
dynamic
we
one,
just need to make sure that they don't put no yellow pants on that shark, otherwise not just gonna say fuck it.
Wow.
And then this one, we just got to add to the show stack today, man. It went up for pre-order today. The XM Dawnbreaker. What you guys thinking on this?
I like the base. The base looks
Yeah,
detailed as
I
shit.
was not gonna say I like the base until they pull up the portrait and I was like,
Yeah, same.
yeah.
It's lacking, huh?
Man,
In the face.
Yeah, for sure.
whenever I see the death metal line or something like this, I always wonder, is Terry getting this one?
Maybe.
Well, he's going hard on the Prime One. So
Oh, okay. Never
and
mind. Yeah.
and that one definitely has a great face compared to, in my opinion, than this one. So
Yeah. So, our buddy Vanier brings up a good point about comparing between this and the Prime One version, and
yeah,
so here's the thing, man. Like, I really like the Dawnbreaker character, like the concept and the design, and it's almost hard to decide at this point because this thing's gonna retail at what 1080 or something, and the Prime One version is like maybe $150 more, and then you got
yeah,
to take into account the shipping for the 2 boxes versus this is an oversized box. I looked at the dimensions. You're really going to be between a delta of 3 and change for going 1/4 to 1/3. If you compare the two, I like the base on this better. I think it's more dynamic. I like that
Yeah,
the ring connects to the base. The Prime One is just massive, so it really. But their price points are not too far off, and then it comes back to the old conversation of do I spend this amount of money or do I just parlay that and get the bigger one? And I guess it really comes down to whether you're going 1/3 or what your space issue is. So
Very true, man. I know for all of us, I don't think no one here
Hon-
is
honestly, I think based on this looks like it's gonna be picking up more room than the Prime One piece, or probably the same amount.
Fair enough, man. Regardless, it is impressive, like you guys said, the base. That's what I like as well, man. But it will be an low ES. I think it said 399 max, so that's always a plus. But in continuation, did anyone ever play this game called Darksiders?
No.
I heard about it. I never heard.
Yeah,
played it.
I never even heard of it. So, but it came up. I
It
mean,
looks cool.
Yeah.
it does look cool, man. I agree. I have seen these first 4 figures from this line. They actually sell pretty well. I've noticed. I've noticed after looking this one up. So, I mean, I'm assuming the people that want this line or this character or video game statues, this might be something they
That's the company on the bottom right there.
First 4 figures is the company, yes. Bottom
First,
left.
okay.
Bottom right is the game producer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Looks like
I have to say
Ro-
that. Go
Oh,
ahead,
go
Eddie.
ahead. No,
I
go
was,
ahead.
I was just gonna say we don't really talk about first 4 figures, and I don't think hardly any of the statue chat channels really talk about them, but they really
Great
carved
point.
out their own niche, right?
Hell
They
yeah,
definitely have
man.
a high volume or high following, I should say,
Mhm.
of collectors and do their own. They're not like doing X-Men or DC. They're doing video game stuff, and
So the main concentration is video game statues.
yeah, like I
Okay.
know they did like Metro. They became famous for a lot
We'll
of
have
Zelda, Metroid.
we'll have a another first 4 down later on, man. Like you said,
They do.
they have a big following, man. But Mario was actually, I mean, that's a really good point. Been on a lot of streams, and first 4 figures not get brought up very much. So with
I feel
that
like
said,
gaming stuff in general doesn't get
yeah,
brought.
that's one thing we
No
wanted to
one,
do here.
I
We
wouldn't have
wanted,
known of that Master Chief if you didn't tell me.
yeah,
Because
I
no one
got you,
talks
man.
about that stuff.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
I
gaming
was
has
gonna
been around
say
for a while. They got a couple good pieces.
this dude looks like a roided out Casey Jones.
Yeah.
That was one of the things we wanted to do with this channel. When me and Pam were coming up with some ideas, we didn't really want to exclude any topic, even if it's not an interest to me. It's going to be an interest to somebody out there, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's good.
Brought this up because I am sorry to inform you, Joe and Warren, you have been delayed. You have been delayed.
You know what I think happened? I think like Joe went ahead and pre-ordered the statue, and then the next day it was delayed. So I think I don't know what happened.
But I mean, that the statue's been on track pretty much the whole time since it's been announced, so it was pretty much inevitable. Prime 1 standards that it gets delayed.
At this point, I'm just hoping it reaches to me before Christmas, and I'll be happy. Once it's this year.
It does still say 2022, so there's some hope.
Yeah.
But I would say my guess would be Q1, Q2, 2023. But regardless, whoever is getting this thing is a masterpiece. Congratulations.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That thing is insane.
Couple of announcements by XM. We have a few edition sizes that have been confirmed, starting with her at $4.99 actually. Anybody Payne, I know Hot Girl Summer titty and wings, like, is this you, man?
No, it would have been, but I bought Todd's Vera instead, and that one has a better sculpt, better everything. So
Okay.
yeah, you don't need 2 of the
Fair
similar
enough.
style characters. But hey, man,
The
wings
next
and
one they
boobs.
announced was Red Death at $190. I mean, this thing in the future to get your hands on it is going to be a pain in the ass with a 190 edition size. So if you have any hesitation of getting this thing, I would just say go get it now, because in the future it will be a pain to get.
Yeah, but do you go this or do you do the 1/3 Prime 1? That's the
yeah,
hard part.
that's always
Yeah.
I would pick Prime 1, but if you're a 1/4 collector and this is probably the one for you then. Then the third and final one was Green Lantern at $299. Eddie, I know I've heard you mention you're a fan of this one, right?
Yeah, I love the base and the power effect for him, but I don't know anything about Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most people would have loved to see a Hal or a John Stewart, but they picked Kyle.
Any reason why they're doing like these DC pieces at such low ES?
Probably just not enough orders, man. But also for me, man, if this was a piece I wanted and I see an ES of $299,
Yeah,
I am
you know,
that
it's,
much more likely to
really,
get it, man. This because
yeah,
once
really
again in the
didn't think
future,
about
this
it.
thing is going to be hard to come by, and you're probably going to have to pay some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm torn between that and the Red Death, to be honest. So
Pain.
yes. Yeah.
I am not going to try to pronounce this thing, so tell me what we got here, brother.
Oh, this is the Evangelion Eva 01 from the Evangelion series, and I think a lot of people are pissed about this because they literally just did a new paint job. But for those who missed the first one, I mean, now you get to get it, and honestly, this paint job looks better. It's got the glow in the dark. It's got more battle damage. It's just freaking cool, and it's pulling the angel behind him. That dead monster over there. Those are called angels. And you know, for people who don't know, Evangelion as a series, it's very like convoluted, very deep, very twisted writing. And the author, the guy who wrote it and set up the anime, that guy wrote this entire world just to combat his own anxiety. Like he has like anxiety disorder,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
and instead he all this is like manifestations of psyche one way or another, and then he came up with this Evangelion cartoon, which is freaking awesome. But to see the statue, this thing is dope, man.
So what color was this before? You said it was repainted.
It's the same color.
Same
It's
color
just-
minus the glow in the dark, I think. Yeah.
And
I
I
saw
think
it.
they did redo the purplish blue, I think, a little bit. Like they
Yeah.
messed with that a little.
I did
But-
see someone post one of their old ones for sale in one of the BST groups, and I was like, obviously I know what you're doing now, and I understand why, because the other one, after seeing these images, does not compare. This thing is painted way, way better.
Yeah, that's
It's the same sculpt though.
Yeah,
yeah,
same
it's
exact
exactly
piece,
the
bro.
same. Yeah.
So that's
it's-
a move Prime Ones did many times in the
Many
past, right?
times,
With their
and I'm
Arkham Batman.
telling you, man, we're gonna see a repainted Hush Ivy with a human flesh skin tone. It's gonna happen.
I'm so down for that.
I don't know if they'll do that though. We'll see.
Oh, I think that's just easy money in their
I would
pocket.
be interested. Honestly, I would
Eddie.
maybe get it if they did. After seeing it, dude, that shit is amazing, man.
Got the fluorescent paint too, which makes that thing pop. But
Yeah, this is
I don't
crazy.
think that's for any of us in here. If anyone has this, I mean, the thing does look impressive.
I see people selling the other one.
Yeah.
People listed
well.
it the second that one was announced.
We got this one announced yesterday. It was the PCS 1/3 Ghostface. I am not a horror fan. Don't know if this speaks to anyone on this panel.
It's cool. Did anybody see the new one?
New one.
Not.
They just
Movie.
came out with Scream. I think it's 5.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the movie. I thought you mean that they had like a new statue.
Yeah, me too.
No, he meant movie. He meant movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
the
mean,
new.
I
movie.
saw it, but I mean, I was impressed. I wasn't really impressed with that.
Oh, really?
But
I heard
like you
people
said, man,
were. I heard people didn't like the price of this one.
Well, yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that price for the scale.
However, I mean, it
Sorry,
is
it's a
1/3,
1/3 scale,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
well, it is
that's what I would
1/3.
think. Yeah, it's
So, I
1/3.
mean,
So
it's really not. It's pretty much on par. I mean, it's probably a lot less to this character and detail and everything compared to a different character that would warrant the cost of that. But still, it fits with a 1/3 price range.
How much?
and
we
it's got
talking?
a big old door and shit. So
13.50.
Yeah.
But you think like that's mixed media? You think that's like full sculpted, the actual
That's-
figure?
That's
that's
mixed,
a good point. Yeah.
which is going
Oh,
to drive up the cost. That'll drive up the cost with the mix.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think people see
Fabric.
fabric and they automatically assume that it should be cheaper. I mean,
That's the complete opposite.
and it's kind of the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
like, where's the sculpt? Where's the detail? But it's cloth, but it's like you said, it's the opposite. It does drive the price up.
I mean,
So-
look at that. He's going through
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
cool little
I would
feature. Yeah.
assume.
That's
I would
dope. I want to
assume,
see a
yeah.
complete side by side though. Like I want to see like tilt that image a little more to right so I can see like the full side. That would be a cool.
Like the depth.
Mm.
Yeah. So I can see his foot and him coming through the window. That would be cool.
Yeah.
From the Guts line, another repaint, as Mark said, they've been doing a lot of.
Oh wow.
Yeah, from the Guts line, Berserker. This thing is, it's different, man. Anybody here a fan of this line in particular?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just like the way it looks.
yeah, I
it's-
like the way it looks too, but
man.
not something I collect.
I think a lot of Guts fans will be happy because they missed out on the first one, and this is the repainted with all the blood effects. So
I'd rather have this.
hmm
Hmm.
I mean, this thing is ridiculous, man.
If you see
Yeah,
Vane,
I think Mr. X and Gemment
What-
is
what
holding
did
on
Joe
the
say?
Berserk line.
Joe's comment about the more fabric, he says that's how it works out. Victoria's Secret, Mark. The more fabric, the cheaper it is.
Good point.
I mean, look at that. Look at the base. It's crazy, man. Like this
That
thing
is-
is like,
yeah.
it's like a Halloween piece, bro.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, okay. We have an update from
Oh,
Queen.
that's
The yeah, man, the 1-to-1 life size is getting ready to ship, man. I mean, I don't think I know anyone personally that had this on order,
No,
but
that picture is just what Ronnie stock ordered, bro. They didn't show the rest of it. That's just
Yeah.
Ronnie stock.
I mean, it's just like an army ready to go. Like these things are ready for war, man.
That's
It's
crazy, dude.
impressive, man. Like this thing sold out so fast on Queen site too when it dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it have a lower ES?
Yeah,
like
it's like-
500 or less?
No,
I
it's
guess
way
so.
less than that, man.
No, you think something like that expensive wouldn't like sell out that quickly and stuff, and it's like just went like boom.
Whoever does get it, I can't wait to see your video. Jesus.
For sure.
Dude, if someone had enough money, they
All
could
right.
do a whole.
While this
All of
was not
armies.
statue related, man, this was a big deal in the collecting community. Very big deal. Yeah,
This
the
is
Jazz
amazing.
Jazz Inc. 1/6 2022 Batmobile went on for pre-order yesterday. Their site crashed with so many people trying to get it.
Mhm.
It's still up now. It's going to be limited. It's their first limited product they've ever put out. It's gonna be, you're gonna get Yosta's signature, his dad's signature. You're gonna get the number it is out of
Yeah,
however
it
many.
came in two
Yeah.
versions as well, a weathered version and a clean version.
Correct. Yes, sir. You got the weather right there. You got the clean right there, man. Which one you guys preferring between the two?
No, I would buy the clean one and throw some mod on it if I wanted like a
Jesus.
I like the weather.
Yeah, I think I like the weather too.
And
I
then
don't
this
know.
part, this is like one of my favorite parts of the statue. This thing, it sounds loud. Like I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard this thing is a beast, right?
So it has sound effects as well.
And this guy's little 1/6 figure is loud if you've seen the video, and it spits out
Okay.
smoke. One last thing with it is it's his first vehicle he's made RC compatible. It does not come with the remote or the chip, but if you buy the chip, you can more than happily drive this thing around and
What's
crash
the
your $1,500.
what's the price point of this?
1,500, man, for both versions. You get to either one.
Oh, 1,500, bro. I don't want any chip or anything for that. Just crash your 1,500 or RC car into a wall or something. Crying after that, bro.
I mean, this is one of those companies that is, making Hot Toys little mad and nervous, just like in art with Queen. Like they're gonna have competition for once, and they're gonna just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, competition is better for all of us, right?
Yep, I couldn't agree more, Warren. Oh, another gaming piece. Yeah, we got a Assassin's Creed Cassandra coming through the Animus, I believe it's called, right? I've never played an Assassin's Creed game, but
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a fade out effect when the light's up, and is them basically materializing. The Animus Ezio was one of my favorite ones. I never actually got around to buying it because I always found something else that I'd rather have instead. But Cassandra is really freaking cool, and there are a lot of people have been waiting for Cassandra for a while.
is this something that interests you, Payne?
If I have the space, and maybe.
Okay. Man. What do you think, Mark?
What game is this from?
One of the Assassin's Creed games, bro.
Oh, okay.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
looks nice. It just nothing I have interest in.
Yeah, I'm there with you, man. Okay. On to Queen Studios 1/4 Loki. I mean, we praise Queen all the time, and sometimes, like any other company, we also critique Queen. But with this piece, it was without a doubt a praise. This
Mhm.
portrait is phenomenal. Like
Yeah,
you can't tell me
it is.
this looks like anything but Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I mean, they knocked that portrait out of the park with that one, bro. I mean, compared to some other movie pieces that Queen has in quarter scale, this one actually was pretty well done. Yeah.
Eddie, I know you're in the 1/4 movie, and then Marvel in particular. Where are you feeling on this, man?
I think it's beautiful. It's not the look I would have preferred, but it's definitely awesome. I'm gonna consider it, because I don't think they're gonna do another one.
Yeah, I
And
don't
if
think
they
they will
did, I
either.
don't think it would be for a long time. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
consider it because I do
I think
want
the
a
fact that they
Loki.
said too is that the material is actually genuine leather as well. That's kind of
Yeah,
It
that's
sure is.
crazy. That's
And it's also
crazy.
their first time using wool for the hair.
yeah. So kind of change up some
Little
stuff in this
material
one.
list. You got polystone, fabric clothing, wool hair, genuine leather. This was one that also did have a critique. It was nothing to do with the piece itself. It was the price listed at $11.40. For me personally, I'm getting wool rooted hair. I'm getting genuine leather, which we know
It's
cost
gonna last
more
like
than
yeah,
and it costs more than resin.
yeah.
Like quarter scales are already almost $1,000 anyway. So for me, the price is actually probably where it should be. Maybe $50 too much, but like I don't have an issue with the price. Any of you?
Honestly,
Not really for what you're getting.
for what you get, and yeah, I think the price is worth it, But I mean, it probably could have been a little less to attract more collectors, but to me, you're paying for what you're getting in this particular one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind paying for what we get. There is a change that they've noticed though that they used to go from like the Black Widow was sculpted and $700, and now you're paying more for the rooted. No, I mean it looks good. So
Yep.
you like everything. It's like tattoo. You get what you pay for. So I don't
I
have a problem
think,
with that. But
Couldn't
yeah,
agree
I
more,
think
man.
would have been a good option too is like if they could have offered like two different versions, like for the people who don't
See,
want the rooted hair thing,
Warren,
at a cheaper
I'm
price point.
glad it seems like they're getting away from that, and I'm glad they're doing that. I think they should do what they built their company off of. Rooted hair, real materials, like don't backtrack into rooted hair. Just offer what you came in to make a name
Yeah.
for. Just
But I
build off of
mean,
your own reputation.
I think the argument with that is like some collectors think that's crossing the line between like statues going
Yep,
back to like
I
dolls,
hear you,
figures
man.
kind of thing. So that's the argument that some people have.
And
Yeah.
then here we just had a production update from Prime One with their Prime One, yeah, with their Aragon from Lord of the Rings. People I know weren't super fond of the face sculpt. Some it was okay, I guess, but can't really tell if they improved it or not from this image. But it is a production update nonetheless. I don't think any of us are doing this line, but is anyone a fan of this line?
I'm a fan of Lord of
Uh,
the Rings, but
yeah, I
I'm not
got.
collecting any of these statues. Are the like little yellow just like areas of concern? Is that kind of my take on the? Because companies will share like pre-production photos. I'm just wondering if sometimes they'll mark areas that need to be fixed on, like even when you buy a house, you ever see those home makeover
Yeah.
shows? They'll put like the little stickers all over the house. I'm wondering what all the yellow on here
So
is,
that's a
if
good
it's
point
if it's just
because
stuff they found that they want touched up and done better, or if it's
yeah,
just, I don't know what that
because
is,
when you
honestly.
look down the line, they're all in different spots for a lot of them. So yeah, that could be a very
That could be their QC
yep,
like check,
check. Yep.
that they do.
So
All
Chasen,
right.
you decided if you're gonna get that.
I think I'm gonna stay away, man. I'm gonna stay away from the Lord of the Rings line.
Okay,
But to
okay.
keep it pushing, PCS on Instagram, they teased a Mega Man. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't do anything. I don't have any connection with Mega Man, but this thing looks kind of like a lot to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
What is does Mega Man do anything for any of you guys?
I played it, I think, as a kid, but not enough to like for
Yeah.
nostalgia.
Yeah. The only
Pain.
yeah.
You know why I'm bringing your name into this, right? I see
It's
wings
got
and I
wings
see
and
titty.
boobs.
Yeah, man, I got you covered, bro.
The portrait's not so good.
Yeah. This is gonna be made by PCS, 1/3. Pain, I'm kind of disappointed you're not getting it, to be honest.
I know it's got wings and titties, man.
Yeah,
that's
like,
Portrait, it's
that's
like,
what the requirements are.
no, I know. Like, if there's something about the statue you don't like, man, I'm not forcing nothing on you, bro.
You don't like the portrait?
For this, no, not particularly.
You know the Lady Death tempts the hell out of me, and the Vampirella. I think
I
they
want a
killed both of
Vampirella.
those. They killed both of those, man. Yeah, I agree with you though. Something about this one just doesn't like call you the way the other two do.
So we'll probably see more of this going in
I
the
kind of
future.
like this one.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, now I want it. No.
That was easy money.
Really,
That was easy to change Eddie's mind.
that's really all Matt Wessel from PCS teased on his group, the PCS group. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more of this coming forward. Production update with the Red Death from Prime 1 Pain, like you were mentioning before.
Yeah, so it's hard to decide, man. Do you get this one or do you get the other one? Because this one's really dope with all the bats flying in the background and the pose is more dynamic. And if you don't really care about the unmasked portrait, it's like, woo-wee.
Yeah,
the
I like this
skull, too.
piece. I like this piece. It's a really nice piece. I had this on PO, but I ended up canceling it because I would have to get all the other pieces to go with it, and it's not something I'm ready to do right now.
Yeah,
More than
this is
fair,
really
man.
nice. I don't even think it's a hard decision. I mean, if you're if you're collecting metal and you say you already have like, does XM even have a metal out like quarter scale yet? Because I was going to use the argument of if you already have like a Batman Who Laughs, then in quarter scale, then obviously you're not going to want to surround that with third scale, right?
Theirs isn't out yet.
Yeah, they
No,
don't
no,
really
yeah.
have they don't have any of theirs out. So now's the time you have to make that decision. But like if you already had one or two pieces out, then you would want to follow that same scale. But
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a hard decision. The Prime
Man,
one is very little more than the XM and it's third scale. I mean, it's kind of a
say
easy
actually, Mark,
decision.
that's a really good point, man. That's collecting casual nerds problems, man. Shout out Steve. When you start you start a line at a certain scale, and then another company does their own thing. You have decisions to make, man. Sometimes it's unfortunate because you could be deep in a line, and then someone else puts out something better, and you just got to either accept it or make the change.
Yep.
This one, man, I know for a long time people have been waiting for a quarter scale Ripley. They want Dutch from Predator, they want Ripley from Aliens, like Prime One and Blitzway. They giving you the Ripley now, man. I think personally, the face sculpt is good, but I do see room for some significant improvement. I'd hope they do that to it, but time will tell with that. Any of you, Mark? I know you have a Predator. Is Alien something you dive into?
Yeah, I do have a Predator, but I have the Prime One Alien Dog third
Okay.
scale, and that would look pretty killer actually with this piece. But I've just never been a Ripley fan. It's not like a
Okay.
statue because this is
Yeah,
gonna be expensive third
the
scale.
chat is saying the portrait needs some work. It doesn't look like that kind of stuff.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what's
agree.
funny? The portrait looks good, but it doesn't look like I know that's Ripley.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
kind of like I heard someone made the comment and they nailed it perfectly when they said sometimes you see a head sculpt and it doesn't necessarily look like that person, but the statue company kind of did like a better looking version of that character. Like I think this is a better looking version of Sigourney Weaver. Like she's younger and the face looks, better than the actual character in the movie. But no, I'm sure it'll sell good. It's just not something I'm interested in.
I guess I'll ask you, Eddie. I know movie pieces, Predator. You're a fan of. Is this something you might be able to consider?
I think I'm with Mark. If
Yeah,
I do want an alien, but it would be an alien before I got a Ripley.
I 100% agree, bro.
Even though this is probably one of my favorite movies in the franchises, I like this one a lot. But still, yeah, I would have rather seen Dutch first from Predator than this.
Yeah.
I think Red Hood's making a really good comment. I don't want to sound negative here, but like in the production, like I remember when they teased the Terminator 2 police station Terminator, and their proto looked fire. It looked awesome, and then like the production hit, and people were like, "What the hell?" So that would be a huge concern for me with this piece is like when the production comes out, like are they going to be able to match this quality shown here on this
Is-
prototype piece?
Is production for them always worse?
On some
actually,
pieces it is, yeah.
I'm
Well, I
actually
mean,
expecting.
based on the Prime 1 joke, a lot of people are gonna be hesitant about Blitzway stuff right now.
Yeah,
You know?
there's another example
That's
right there.
yeah, and usually Blitzway does succeed. Like I vouch for them. I like them as a company. Usually they do succeed, and that Joker was a massive miss. The 1/3 Blitzway Prime 1. So going forward, I mean, you're absolutely right, man. People are gonna be hesitant. They're gonna hold off until other collectors take the gamble and share images.
Yeah.
They're not gonna risk the money themselves. I mean, LED base. It looks kind of
That looks
trippy.
great.
Yeah. Okay, man. Warren, you love the heavy hitter pieces, man. Was this something I can this life size 1-to-1 bust of Sauron? Can I expect this in your collection, my friend?
You could expect me to help you to try and get it, but not in my
Nah.
collection. You know. Plus, I don't really like busts. I'm not like a bust person. The only bust I might get is like that Infinity Studios Gallo bust. That's the only one I might get, but nah.
Man, look at this.
Yeah, I mean that thing is crazy.
That's
It's like
crazy.
It's like the size of a person. I wonder why they put the person's bust there and didn't just have him standing there. Jeez,
Like-
dude.
Like I thought the Thanos bust by Queen, the new one, was impressive, but I think this thing takes the cake.
Yeah,
Bro, that thing is 5 feet tall. It's like
be the size of my girlfriend, dude. That's
What
crazy.
What if you put this on like a pet? So like if someone had like a mansion or a really nice house, you come through the door, and someone
That's
had
the
this
first
like
thing
on
you
a
see,
pedestal, like right there by the stairway, right when you come in the house.
Dude, what if
Does
What
it
if you
does it have
trip?
it has a price point on this already?
what if you trip walking in the house and you hit that shoulder pad? You're like, oh fuck,
Oh,
it's
shit.
over.
Does this have a price point already? Like they give a price on this already?
I think Todd has it up for 48 or 49. One of the two.
It's 2 kidneys and a lung.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And
I
we
was
haven't
thinking-
even.
Like Chasen said, like he thought that Thanos was crazy. I thought it was crazy. I don't remember what company did the Balrog bust, like the head.
That's Queen. Queen
I
as well.
thought that was like ambitious.
So
as
this
shit.
so
It was
this this is
crazy.
actually like this is more than the Thanos boss was, right? From
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
crazy. Look at that though. Crazy.
You gotta get it, Chasen.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, man.
I can't wait to see this in someone's collection, regardless. Oh, as I said, man, first 4 coming back. Sonic 30th anniversary statue. Eddie, I know you were messaging me behind the scenes a couple of days ago. Have you thought more about this for yourself?
I want it. I want to see if I can try and find the 25th anniversary one, because in
I was
that
just
one
gonna
he
say,
has the
Yeah, I like that one better. The
Yeah,
one on the
he's
green
on-
grass.
yeah, which is
Yep.
more like iconic to me. I mean, the ring is iconic too with all the levels in the back. That's sick. But also, I don't know how I feel about the big old 30th. I don't like the big.
Yeah.
I wish that was like removable. It was just Sonic.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool. I'm gonna think about it because I think the 25th one, the exclusive, is the light up one, and it does sell for like a good amount. You can find the regular. I think the regular one is still in stock on First 4 Figures, but
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know, I'm
I've
gonna
seen
think
it
about it.
around 300 to 400 for the regular. You can
Yeah.
find, but yeah, the light up that is exclusive, and you really want that for that other one.
yeah. But it's cool, man.
Yeah, that's a nice light up feature on that as well.
Paying you a Sonic man, my guy?
Nah, not really.
Not really. Nah. I'm with you, man. I like some video game pieces, but I'm picky when it comes to games, and this game bores me. I'm sorry.
Dude, there was this when I was a kid. this and Golden Axe were like two
Oh,
of the
hell yeah.
first games I played the hell out of. So
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
don't kick me off the show, but I've probably played less than 5 minutes of Halo. So when you guys were talking
Oh, you
about
good.
Halo, I was like, bro, I'm like the last person on earth that's never really played Halo ever.
are you watching? So you had no interest in the show either, then?
Yeah, no, I was like ready to check out at that point.
All
No.
right. Even though this piece is old, they gave us an update. We have light up features. Payne, you love light ups. Is this coming to the man cave, my friend?
This should be a Mark question. Mark.
Yeah, we
Mark
both
loves-
love light ups. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
The
tell
only
you what.
problem, the only problem with that, it has some yellow in it, so I'm not too sure what mark on that one.
It's got yellow, Mark. You can't buy it.
That's gold, bro. You need to check yourself. No,
Also,
no.
Payne, you're right, man. I messed up.
If they did her eyes light up white, how fucking fire would that be? Like,
Dude, that yeah. Why didn't they do that?
because you know
Yeah, I
the
mean-
light is below her and kind of like lights up like her legs, and like her body kind of blocks the light from going up further, it looks like. But
that-
just if her head is in the dark, like if you had like a dim lit room or something and her eyes lit up white,
Yeah.
I'm sure someone can customize a portrait and do that, but that would have
But I mean, it
that
would make sense for them to do that, right? You know.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those ones. I think they're gonna do a variant of this in a black suit.
oh my god, black would be nice.
They still
think
have
that-
I want the
Not
mohawk. I
happening.
want the mohawk. I want the mohawk.
the
Man.
hairline. They still have not addressed it.
Yeah, I like the paint on it, but you're right. The portrait's something I don't like about the portrait.
The only thing is the ES sound is going to be like what 9,000, 8,000.
Yeah.
No, it's
gonna
not that
be
high.
big.
35.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's not-
35.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's
That's a
just
lot. That's a
no
lot.
exclusive, like
No,
just
no
collector?
EX. Just
Oh,
it.
shit.
Okay. So Queen
That's my
Studio
girl.
Scarlet Witch 1/4.
you like it. She's so
Queen-
pretty.
Queen, as we all know, is known for portraits. But with that being said, this one, I'm not going to say is bad, but it is in my opinion, their worst portrait they've put out. Time will
Wow,
tell if
that's
they go and
the
fix
worst.
anything. To me, this is the bad part. This picture looks much, much better straight on,
Yeah.
but that's not how you're viewing the statue. You're going to be viewing it like this.
Well, you could put it up high, I guess.
You could. No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I agree with you. There's
yeah, you
something
agree.
about the like either the forehead or the eyebrows looking down. Something throws it off. But I think the rest of it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean it does look beautiful.
And it's the best. You guys are right. It's the best one
Yeah,
so
yeah,
far,
I mean,
even with the issue of like maybe it doesn't look good from a certain angle, but even with that, it's still the best one.
I
out
mean,
there.
personal opinion, the portrait on this one looks better than the Iron Studio one as well. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this
Yeah.
is a better. Like, I'd rather have this look than the Iron Studios one.
WandaVision, which Iron Studios has.
Yeah.
Payne, you seem like you're liking it. Is this something I can expect you to order?
Still out of space, bro.
Wow.
So maybe.
Okay.
Hey, you
Man.
said you're moving your desk behind you there on your right. So
Yeah, I'm
you're
getting rid
gonna
of the desk to put some shelves that can fit more pieces. Yeah, it's that
There you
bad.
go, man.
So I'm sure we can count to see on this on the Queen event on Sunday. And like you
Well-
guys mentioned before, how they're doing away with the sculpted hair. This seems to be the same situation.
Yeah, but so shout out to our RJ. He's in the chat. Aiden as well. Yeah, that shelf that's gonna be back there. That's gonna be all for customs. So
Oh,
I
shit.
still don't have space.
Okay.
I just want to say to RJ and Eden, I'm jelly. That's a famous phrase. I'm jelly. Anytime you see I'm jelly written anywhere on any post, that's RJ. and
If you-
Eden.
Chasen, are you decided on like you're done with Marvel? What are you
No,
doing?
no. I am waiting for Queen Transformers to make my decision. We will know by
Who the fuck-
summer of the
Who the
direction
fuck
of
am
my
I
collection.
supposed to talk about Marvel pieces with?
Oh, you're gonna talk to me with, because that's still what I like, you know.
We
Like
we already well, I should say I already converted most of these guys to Transformers. That's all they talk about now.
Jesus.
Transformers.
nah, man,
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Yeah.
no, you will always talk Marvel and DC with me because I love these pieces, bro. But I can't. I am a completionist, so if I go down a line, I have to complete it. Therefore, I can't pick and choose from DC,
I'm so
Marvel,
glad.
Transformers. Yeah.
That I wasn't born with that shit.
Me too.
I don't
Me
care.
too.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the name of the show to the Transformers and Gal Gadot show for our buddy Warren.
Jesus.
Wow.
Transformers and Gal Gadot show.
So we were just some people were complaining about the price of quarter scales. We have a 6 scale here that cost a ton. Granted, you get a lot with it. It is impressive, but the price on these two Sume Joker statues were very hefty, man, and they sold out super fast.
This is a
Yeah.
crazy dynamic piece, dude.
Yeah.
This might be like one of the most dynamic pieces I've ever seen. You got 4 characters in this fucking thing. It's like 6 if you count the hyenas. That's
It's okay.
crazy, dude.
Eddie, you can save like a $400 and get this one.
This one looks, well, I don't know. I think it looks better because I'd rather him in his suit, but I like the idea of the breaking out of prison in the prison suit.
I really like the Harley balloon on this one more.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool, man. I didn't know Sume did DC stuff.
So they have a Batman as well, a diorama. He's busting through.
Oh, yeah.
Window. It got announced a while ago, and people are still waiting on that one. So this is these are the next 2 in the line, I guess.
Is the Batman 1/6 too?
It is correct.
Yeah, but it's like big. It's like 1/6 diode. It's like 65 inch,
like the
65
anime
cm. It's like 25 inches, 30. Yeah, it's really big.
Look at this, 72 cm. This thing is huge.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You like the portrait on these?
I think it looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks good.
I agree, guys. Definitely. All right. To wrap up some of the licensed stuff, this is the last thing I included for this portion. We have a little update on Galactus from XM that a lot of people are waiting on. Mr. Aang Sang kind of teased the height of this thing, and he is standing in this picture, but we are expecting him to be on throne.
Yeah, and Sang did confirm in like a number of comments that he was not standing. So I mean, the only other thing could be a throne, right? You know. So.
Yep. So.
Is this going to be more ambitious than the
Maestro? Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, I agree. I agree, man.
That's crazy.
Like this is a statue like so many people waiting on and anticipating. Is like I think this is probably gonna be the biggest announcement for the year. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because people have much more of a connection with Galactus than they do Maestro.
Yeah, people have been wanting a good Galactus. Like
I'm just waiting for the 500-pound announcement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If it's gonna be more than Maestro, that's crazy.
Let me. I know we got a few people in this stream that collect a lot of the heavy hitting items, expensive things. Anybody eyeing this or might be planning on placing an order?
Yeah, that's day one PO for me, bro. Day one.
For you? Hell yeah, man. Love to hear, bro. Yeah, man. Definitely. I can't wait till you get that, bro.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, I already have a custom Silver Surfer piece that's going with that, so.
All right.
All right. This is the portion of the show I go get a sandwich. Hang on.
Yeah.
Fucking with you.
Buddy Subaru is here representing the anime world. So thank you thank you for being here. And so you guys know I love anime. Thank you, Red Hood, for the transition. I spent all week creating graphics for this show. So yeah. So one thing for all the anime folks out there, if you're in the anime statues group, Subaru's group, and you came to watch, thank you. So I wanted to talk real quick this week because we got first pictures in hand of Jimei Palace, Itachi, and then Burning Wind dropped their version of Itachi, which looks equally as insane. Now, here's the thing with Burning Wind: their 1/7 pieces usually end up being too small for me, because for me, I need like the Jimei style dio. But in a rare change of events, Burning Wind is now coming in at 50 cm. That is it's a 20-inch cube, basically length, depth, and width. This thing is huge. It is bigger than Hex Sasuke. It is pretty much on par with even the Jimei version. The Jimei version is bigger. There's just a lot going on. The price difference is also quite a lot. You can see the light ups are different. I have Jimei on order, and we're going to talk about topics in a little bit, and shipping being one of them, because I have Jimei on order, Itachi, but it's actually stuck in Singapore right now because I have to find a cheaper way to get it to me. It's just too expensive to ship by air. So this is so that's going to be something interesting in the next month or so to see what happens. But the Burning Wind one looks good. And if you put them side by side comparison, here's the price difference, right? The Burning Wind after shipping compared to Jimei, you're looking at like it's going to be probably about 1.5 times, maybe a little bit more. I will say that having all these pieces in hand, I always go licensed, because the quality in licensed anime is just, they do translucent resin so well. I'm not saying Burning Wind is not going to do a good job, but there is going to be a noticeable difference in it. So that's one thing that you want to consider. Another thing that rocked the anime world this week is we have oh, we're not ready for that one yet. Okay, another thing that rocked the anime world. Hang on, let me slide the pictures into place, because now I am completely out of order. That's not it. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. So another thing that rocked the anime world, CW dropped their 1/4 Minato, right? And people are going to go, well, hang on a minute. Hex Collectibles dropped their 1/4 Minato, and people will already immediately jumping into compare the price point. Correct. Hex is about 800 and change, depending on where you get it, and then you have to count shipping. I mean, in CW historically has come in. This will probably be, there's no price for the CW yet, but it usually comes in about close to 4 maybe for this piece. Again, in this piece, your CW is probably, as far as unlicensed anime pieces go, CW is probably the authority for the best you're going to get outside of going to a licensed company. Now, people are going to probably talk about the price point, and I'm still going to say I love CW, like I have CW Sasuke over there, but there is a noticeable in-hand quality difference between CW and going licensed like Hex. And Hex, you're going to have a glow-in-the-dark Rasengan with this beautiful translucent resin, and having owned pretty much all of the Hex pieces, I can guarantee you this translucent resin cannot be beat. They probably do a better job with translucent resin than even Jimei does. So it's one of those, you get what you pay for. It's going to be up to you. You know, I think either way you go, you're going to be a happy camper. But for me, I'm a sucker for light up, so it's Rasengan all the way for me. And then the one thing really cool that's come out this week as well, Chikara Studios. Chikara, this is amazing. This is a 1/4 Minato, his father, and Naruto, both doing the Cho Odama Super Rasengan. And look at the translucent resin and how it's rendered. Like this thing is dope, man. I think, if depending on the price point, I may have to sell a few things just to get this because I need the space. But this thing is gorgeous. Just an amazing piece.
That looks really good, bro.
Yeah. And then go ahead. I'm sorry, guys. Did you
Yeah,
want to
man. Definitely, bro. I'm, like I said, not really an anime. You're an anime guy. Eddie likes a couple things, I know, but me personally, I don't know much. However, being in this statue community, I think all of us do see and recognize anime pieces, and most of us are kind of blown away by them. And the one with the Dio one with the 2, that thing looks phenomenal, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Subaru in the chat is asking what's the price of that one.
I don't know yet, to be honest. I don't think the price point has dropped yet.
Okay.
So yeah. But the thing is, when they put these pictures out, and Subaru knows this, once they put these pictures out, that usually means within a couple of days, FNC will drop the price point. Or sometimes it's like a week or something. So it just kind of depends. Yeah, I think this is a quarter scale. I at least I really hope it's a quarter scale. It looks like it's a quarter scale. If it's 1/6, I probably will be out just because it's going to be too small. But yeah, I hope it is. Yeah. And then moving on, another really cool thing that dropped this week. This is for all the Attack on Titan fans. This is the Life of Eren Yeager statue that just dropped. And this is all of his from child Eren Yeager to when he joins the Scouts, and then he like breaks bad and becomes an evil asshole. You see all the versions of Eren, and then you see the there's a baby. This baby Eren here. This is a free gift add-on if you buy it.
That thing looks weird.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then the base is cool. You've got Wall Maria, all the different Titans, the founding Titan, really kind of cool. And then just a really cool piece in general. Joy Station usually does pretty good final production, and this one isn't very expensive. It's like $400 or something, $450 or something. So it's not bad. And what's really cool is you see the statue of the founding person, Ymir, who founded all the Titans. So that's really cool. And so speaking of it, and the last thing that I wanted to bring up for anime, as far as new pieces go, so there's a difference between licensed anime, unlicensed anime, and then straight up customs. And this is a quarter scale custom piece of Levi versus Beast Titan. And this thing is, I think it's 95 centimeters. This is almost as tall as Hush Superman.
Jesus.
All in all, for a quarter. I didn't get this because I was afraid of the shipping. There was no way this is coming in under 3 boxes.
I know I tried to watch it, man. I did the other month. I tried. That's Attack on Titan, right? You said.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, but I know this is one of the most popular, man. Eddie, you watch this or anyone?
I've heard it's one of the better ones, but I haven't seen it yet.
I have not. Okay. Because I watched the first episode and I recognized that head on the base like instantly.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful piece. They make a 1/6 version that's going to come out at 68 cm. That's still about 25 inches, 27 inches. And then the 95 cm one is just going to end up being like 36 or something. It's ridiculous. And then lastly, to close out this section of the show, we have in-hand pics of, and Mark, you might be interested in it. This is Moonlight Studio Morgan from the Darksiders game. And this... Go ahead.
Wait, from the same game I was talking about earlier?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different one. This has it's so beautiful. It's actually a very cheap piece. I think the portrait is gorgeous.
It's hot girl summer for sure.
Oh, it is. Except here's where they messed up. What the hell is this? Look at this. Is it a seam line? Is it a belly button? It's not a belly button. It's too low. Is that somebody sculpted it wrong? That's just horrible.
That outfit is designed to be easily accessible, my friend.
So yeah, I that was a deal breaker for me. But the portrait, I mean, this is just
pain.
So pretty.
You just display it from the back.
What? Oh,
you show the other crack, not the.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually really cheap. It's like $4.99 and shipping is like under $100. It's like a very good deal.
Wow, that's cheap.
Look at that. Hot girl summer. But I can't get past this.
Yeah, it's like a costume, right? But it does look like a seam.
Yeah, if you look at Tri-Eagles, the way they do it is clean. There isn't this bullshit over here. So
yeah.
unfortunately, wah wah
Okay, man.
wah.
I still like the HMO as the best Morgan out there.
It is if you can find one.
Yeah.
So
That one
that
Morgan I showed you, remember it had like a demon on the base or something.
MF Studio, yep.
That was pretty. I liked that one a lot. I was kind of looking at that for a while. The base was awesome.
Okay. We're gonna actually jump into some custom pieces now, fellas. So
So
you know,
RJ, if you're still
hush
here,
hush.
here we go. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hush, hush,
Hush,
no calling
hush,
of
hush.
names.
This is top secret stuff, guys. Actually, Warren, you're the one that actually showed me this piece, man, for the first time. Is this something that's
That's
intriguing you, my friend?
it's not something that I'll pick up right away, but I know Aidan and a couple of guys I know are already on this. This is a sculpt by Caleb Nafsan, so it's definitely a piece that I think is going to be highly sought after when it comes out, and it's definitely something different, and I think this is already sold out.
Oh
You know.
wow.
hmm
Do you remember the price?
No, as I said,
No.
I wasn't really. I don't know if
Yeah.
Eden could probably say what the pricing was in the chat or whatever.
You know what? I remember in another stream, I think Aiden got this, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, okay. Oh, congratulations to Aiden, man. Thing is, I never knew this is this a character in Marvel like comics?
Yeah, it was part
It
of
is,
one of the
yeah.
comic.
Damn. Looks like
Is
a
he
DC
Yeah,
Marvel crossover.
is he gonna
Eden
be
said
gray or
1500.
16. Jesus. Okay.
1500. Yeah.
15. Yeah.
Did they do painted of this, or is it just a kit?
No, it'll be painted and kit, but painted as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
I mean, it does look impressive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Aiden. We all know Aiden is very particular when it comes to his pieces, and if Aiden's on this one, it means something.
Yeah, I mean, I would have picked this up. I mean, it goes together with like the whole robotics machinery stuff that I'm collecting. But as I said, I'm not picking it up right now, but probably later down, if somebody is selling their PO or something like that, when I see the actual production piece, it might be something I'll think of.
Then today, this was just today, man. Okay, from
Hey,
Scum-
one sec. Hey, I want to do a quick shout out to our buddy Bento from Cosmic Chase. Thanks for showing up,
Hey,
man.
man.
Really appreciate you.
Bro.
Thank you.
Ben, man, thank you for the support, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you also for the service you provide for our community, man. Like you can get us statues that in America we can't, get elsewhere, man. And I mean,
Yeah, and plus Ben has some of the fastest and the best shipping rates for
he
a
sure
statue,
does, man.
so,
He gets
yeah.
XM before anybody. Always
Yeah, I
remember
mean,
that.
not only XM, I mean, I think Aidan got his Green Star through Ben as well, and he's one of the first guys in the US to have it. So,
Thank you, Ben. So today, this was, how do I word this? Kind of announced. The original plan from this company was to do just Hera in 1/4, but a lot of people were asking for a chopper to be made to go compatible, and he decided, yeah, let's do it. So this is the first WIP from the company with these two characters from Rebels. Eddie, I know you had another custom chopper that you no longer have, and you love Rebels. Is this like pulling you in?
Dude, when I saw this today, I didn't know he was doing the chopper with it too.
Yep.
I knew he said Hera, but when I saw this, I was like, damn, that's fucking dope. So I don't know, man. There's been like some Kanans that I was interested in, and I skipped them because I was like, I don't need like all Rebel stuff. But I don't know, man. If you pick and choose, like you could get a whole line almost now. I mean, the only things that haven't been done is Ezra and the big dude with the arms? Forget his name, but those are the only two that haven't been done yet from the whole
And
team.
I will say also with this commissioner, make no mistake, when it comes to an animated type piece, he absolutely kills them time and time again.
I had
you can expect this to come in looking very well.
I had his Ahsoka. He did pretty good. So I don't know. I'll wait for more picks, but yeah, it's cool.
Then I know a lot of people have been waiting on a licensed company to get to get this character from Invincible, the whole license, but we are getting a custom. This thing, I like this thing a lot, man. I think it's great.
Yeah, that looks good.
Were you a fan of the show, Warren?
No, not necessarily, but I do like the statue though. I mean, nothing looks really
Yeah.
good.
Interesting of you else?
No,
No,
it's just
yeah.
I'm not a
I
big
haven't
fan
seen
of
the show
blood.
yet.
Okay.
Because ignore Mark, it has yellow, so let's move on from Mark.
Yeah, reminds me of X-Men.
This
Mr.
is a
Payne.
nice. Yeah.
Warren shared this with me. Was this today or yes? Some recently, but
Yeah,
man,
this was only shared yesterday. Jessica Rabbit.
this thing
That's
is
like
supposed to be animated and she looks real.
yeah. That's nice.
This is
Payne, you getting that one?
yeah, Payne. You got to get something. One of these with the titties.
Whoa,
sooner.
yeah, this one I don't know who's making it, but I want.
We'll hook you up, Payne. We'll hook you up. Don't worry.
Oh my god, yeah, that looks good.
You guys see a tiny Angelina Jolie? Maybe in the
Ooh.
very first pick, maybe just a tiny hint of.
The
I
lips.
do.
The lips.
I do. I do.
Don't see it.
No.
I see it, man.
Someone else that I don't recognize.
Someone is already capitalizing on Moon Knight, trying to get ahead of the curve.
This pushed out really fast.
Yeah. I mean, the show, we'll probably discuss it later, but so far I'm gonna give it a shot, the show, but the piece in general is no interest of me.
Yeah, neither me.
I like the show.
I'm enjoying the show.
I'm enjoying it, yeah.
I bought the statue, like I have the XM Moon Knight, and I
That's
bought the
dope.
statue knowing nothing about the character. I just bought it because it looks like an art piece.
Yeah, that statue's insane, man.
But I'm willing to bet that I have a feeling Sideshow might drop a Moon Knight at this year's Comic-Con. I just have a feeling.
Seems like a safe
Mhm.
bet.
Yeah.
I don't think theirs would be even close to yours, though.
No,
I mean, I'm not worried about switching. I just think there's a lot of people that, because that had a low ES, a lot of people would still
Yeah.
like to get a Moon Knight statue.
So, Warren, I know we've had conversations about you and video game statues and how you love
Yeah.
video games, but you refuse to go down the line because it would be another rabbit hole for you.
Correct. Yeah,
This
but
is gonna break you, huh?
Well, I don't know, bro. This statue looks like, well, it's just a sculpt at this point in time, but I mean, this looks like amazing, you know, like, yeah. I know Prime One, they recently got the Mortal Kombat license. I most believe that's gonna be the gaming license, not the movie license. So, you know, I guess for the next showcase, we'll see like what they're gonna put out, show us in terms of the Mortal Kombat pieces. But
Oh, he just dropped off.
Well, damn.
It's alright, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah.
I can see this statue in Warren's collection. It's just dynamic and awesome. I'm into MK2. Like if they do like a Sub-Zero, that's awesome.
Mhm.
I might be tempted to
Are you talking about unlicensed, or are you talking about Prime One when they get theirs out?
either or.
Either
Like
or?
if
Okay.
yeah.
From the same company that was doing the Hera and Chopper, we have a new Shock T to compete with Sideshow's old Shock T. And I used to have that thing. That thing was a phenomenal statue. But this is looking very, very promising.
Woo! Hot go summer, baby.
Yeah, Payne, I showed you this the other day, and you were actually very intrigued, man. We still feeling
yeah.
that way?
Hey man, it's got boobs and light up. I'm good. And
Good.
ass.
I will get you in that custom group then, my friend. Look at that. Woo. Eddie, does this have a calling to you at
It's
all?
nice, man. I don't know anything about Shock T, so even though it's dope, I wouldn't get it.
Fair enough, man.
Oh, I
Portrait
just
with-
know that
with
General
the glove?
Grievous was on the
Yeah,
base.
there he is. She defeated him. Look at that.
That's cool.
She was pretty cool in Clone Wars. I mean, she was a cool character, but
I know her more from the games, but Portrait, how does that
Yeah.
look to you guys?
I think it looks good.
Looks good.
little shredder action from TMNT, guys. I've been debating what to do with TMNT actually. I have
Really?
a lot. I have the set of one of the Sideshow's old sets when they did their interpretation on the
Oh
characters,
yeah,
the fifth
the one
scales.
in the sewers.
Yep, I have that one.
Yeah, nice. Those are nice.
But the thing is, I like those PCS ones a lot, and
Yeah,
now going back, it would be very difficult to do because those things are limited and they have a little hefty price on them.
yeah.
I like
But,
the ones you have better, Chasen.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
I think I like yours too. I like the animated series, but I lean more towards the movies, so I'd rather have the more realistic. Yours aren't either, but they're more realistic, which I like. It'd be cool as fuck if they did a movie line. I'd be tempted if anybody did that, but I don't think anybody's done those yet.
Are you talking about the 90s?
Yeah.
Prime One has a movie line, and the rumor is PCS is going to work on the movie line.
Okay, well then I'll be screwed. Because then I'll want at least the 4 turtles and Splinter, and maybe Shredder. So
Yeah, Prime Ones is remember the end scene when they're all on top of the building fighting Shredder?
oh, that'd be.
They all connect the pieces into a diorama.
You can't be telling me this. I have another 24x36 poster of that scene, like
Okay, yep, it's that's the exact statue.
TMNT,
then.
and it's on the rooftop. So
Yep, that's the exact
that
one.
would be dope as hell.
They even have one of the weapons that was hanging on the ladder. It's part of the statue. Like
Oh,
when they
shit.
sneak, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be sick as hell.
I like this though, man. I do.
That's cool.
Update from NYC. This one I do not have an issue mentioning the name because they do not care.
Yeah.
The Tuscan Raider massive diorama is getting ready to ship, guys. I was super stoked to get this one until I sold the PO because I moved out of this direction. But this thing is, I think it's phenomenal, man. I think it might be their best statue they've made to date.
That looks great.
Maybe.
A lot of
Love
people
it.
like the Cad Bane is number one, but I think this one is going to top it. Obviously, this character is not as big as Cad Bane and has the same type of fan base, but the statue is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was
cool.
It was pretty good price too, in my opinion, for what you get, man. It was like 1,200, as I recall.
Wow.
That's not bad at all.
Not at all, man. Update from the other company. Yeah, that should be named. Yes, exactly. If you had Assad's Ventures on PO, she is getting ready to ship. I think he may even be accepting the final payments now as we speak. That's not my irritation of Asajj that I prefer, but I think the body and face came out well.
Yeah. This is a comic version.
No, right out of a scene of I believe Clone Wars.
Really?
That base is like the flooring on a scene. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember her wearing that.
Yeah,
Red
she switched it
skirt.
up. She did. That's why I said it's not my irritation of her, but she did represent this.
It's cool. It looks really good. It might be, even though I don't know the suit, it might be my favorite Asajj that's out there.
Okay, very cool.
Because there's another one that NYC did, I think.
I love that one.
You love that one?
I love that.
I don't like that one that much. And then everybody likes the Mythos. I like I like the concept of the Mythos one, but I've seen it in person a couple times, and in person I didn't love the paint on it, so this would probably be the one that I would get if I got one.
The other good thing about custom companies when it comes to Star Wars, you can count on the light up sabers. I can't stress that enough. Sideshow, Iron Studios, whoever you may be.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a lightsaber for a reason.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man.
I think this might be the last custom we have to show. I mean, this thing looks pretty massive and
Crazy.
yeah. Because we venomize everything now.
Yeah. Is he
Okay.
on his
those
chain?
portraits.
Oh, that's dope. Dude.
That is
Yeah,
dope,
that
man.
is.
That
I would
is
buy
sick.
just that. The two with the heads.
Yeah,
You can
that's
throw it on
pretty
your.
good.
You can throw it with your maestro.
Yep.
Oh,
I
damn!
think,
Look at this guy.
I think
That's
Venomize
true.
everything is like Batman. We make
Welcome
something
back, Warner.
Venomize. Yeah.
Warren,
Yeah, I
is this
think
something for you, man?
no, not right now.
No.
But
Okay.
what I was saying is that Venomizing stuff now is like the new Batman in DC. You know, you make something Venomized, it's sure to score for sure.
Well, Warren, there's going to be no Venom slander on this show, just so you know. So,
Oh boy,
Venomize Gal Gadot, Venomize
Wow.
anything.
Wow.
wow, Mark, wow.
And man, that wraps it up for the last couple weeks of new announcements from licensed and unlicensed, some anime. We're gonna get into some topics, man, that the community always seems to stress about. And I'm actually gonna let Warren talk first on this topic, because what we think shipping is for us and we complain. Nah, man, Warren has the right to complain. Is
Yeah,
this?
bro.
Do we think this is the new normal, guys?
Well, I said to me that it definitely seems to be the new normal right now because every time I have a statue that's going to ship out, like from Spec or from Ben or whichever company I'm getting that particular statue from, those things go to like a freight forwarding company in Miami, right? And then I would need to talk to my freight forwarder people and tell them that I have these statues ready to ship from Miami or whatever. And just like I think yesterday or the day before, I spoke to them and they told me, well, shipping rates went up again to Trinidad, right, from Miami. So it's like right now I have to pay like these increased shipping prices from the companies itself, and then I have to pay like even more shipping charges now to get the statue here to me in the Caribbean. So right now it's like when I buy one statue, it's like I'm basically paying the price of two statues after all the logistics to get it here, to get it cleared through customs and stuff like that. So it's just it reaching to a point right now that I have to be like completely selective in terms of the statues that I'm going to get because of the overall cost of these things right now. So it's definitely something I don't really see getting better anytime soon. So I think it's also having like it's having a lot of collectors thinking about the whole thing. Is this really like a hobby right now, or if it's like something different, because of the kind of prices that we need to pay for these statues right now. So it's definitely, at least for me, and I think for a lot of people, is making you more selective in terms of what you buy and what you get. And it has to be something that you really love, not just something that you find looks good or something like that.
Dude, it's funny because I was at a general sales meeting today for my company that we sell wine, and they were talking about like shipping prices and everything going on in that whole part of the business, because it affects
Yeah.
us a lot, because obviously we got to take price on things and all that. And they were saying that containers, like a container of wine for the certain product that we sell, used to
Yeah.
cost 9,000. Now the container costs 15,000.
Yeah, it's crazy,
I
bro.
was
It's like
like, holy shit, dude.
yeah, it's
That's
not
a
even
big
like
jump.
it's not even like double or anything. It's like triple, four times the price.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of this stuff that we get in Trinidad here, some of it comes from China, right? Remember, a lot of stuff is manufactured there. And, I speak to other people in businesses and stuff like that, and they told me like, whereas a container out of China would have cost them like 5,000 US dollars to ship pre-COVID, now it costs like close to $25,000 to get a container shipped here.
Yeah.
And that's not the only problem, is also like the containers itself, because of the backlog at the ports in all the different ports throughout the world or whatever. You're not getting like a physical empty container to ship stuff in. That's the next problem. So it's like basically it's like a container itself to get to ship something right now is also a problem because of the backlog on the ports and stuff. So it's just a nightmare right now, bro, in terms of shipping and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like I bet my company gets deals on that because like they're ordering more, or it's a bigger scale, and they probably have like more relationships in that business, so they could probably get a deal. But yeah, these smaller, like we think statues and all this is like a big thing, but in scale to other things, it's relatively small, so they probably don't even get the best deals that everybody's getting. So it
Yeah.
would cost them more probably too, and so I don't know it.
Yeah,
I don't think
not
it's. Oh, go ahead, Warren. Go ahead.
yeah, not only that, is like the price of fuel as well is also
Yeah, that's
skyrocketing
a
because of
yeah.
the stuff with Russia and Ukraine and stuff right now. So
Yeah.
even if you decide to ship things like via air freight, on a plane or whatever, you still have to pay these ridiculous shipping costs because of the fuel surcharges and stuff also going up as well. So it's just like a shitstorm right now, bro. That's going on.
For me personally, I've kind of just came into the acceptance of I don't even consider it shipping. I consider it part of the statue cost.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've reasoned it
That's how
now.
you have to think of it.
It's shitty. I hate it. But at the end of the day, if I want the item, I'm gonna have to, cough it up. So for me to rationalize it, instead of thinking I'm paying $300 for shipping, I'm paying instead of maybe $1,100 for the statue, I'm paying $14, which I mean that sounds better than $1,100 and $300 shipping.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys still have it better than me. As I said, when I say if I buy one statue, let's just say that statue costs me $1,200 all in after taxes or whatever, and then it might cost me $1,000 just to get it here into my
That's
house.
the other thing, man. A lot of times, most of the time, actually, I have never been hit with customs yet. But for you, every time you get hit with customs.
Yeah, every time,
It's crazy.
because you guys have like a certain bracket in terms of like if it's under a certain amount, you don't pay taxes and import duties and stuff. But for us, we import anything into here unless it's like a completely tax-free, duty-free item. We have to pay taxes on it. It could be a small pen, it could be whatever. Still need to pay taxes. And like boxes as big as those, like our customs people are gonna look at that and be like, nah, this statue don't cost no $50, right? These guys are gonna look at that and be like, yeah, that's the other thing with customs here. Is like we could legit show them an invoice that says like the statue costs $200 and they could just go online, pull it up. If they see a bigger price, they could literally just adjust the prices and we can't do shit about it. They could adjust it upwards and we pay more duties and stuff.
I'm gonna ask you all. Oh, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
Just really quick, that was another thing they were talking about at my meeting. So they had we had put in certain orders for certain wines before the price increase. And we were waiting on that, and we were continuing to put in orders. They canceled. The company let us know they're canceling all backlog orders, and you just have to reorder. And they're basically canceling the old ones because they want people to pay the new increased price. So like you're kind of fucked now. Like even if some stuff that was, even if it was ordered before the price increase on shipping, now they're canceling all that stuff and making you pay the new prices. So you're screwed.
Yeah, you see that's the other thing too. Like, I keep mentioning that I'm not getting some of these things right now because I don't want to put down like money on a purchase order or whatever, and then things change so drastically within the next few months. Because remember, some of these statues going to take like a year to even start to ship or produce or whatever. So it's a lot of variables between now and within the next year. So to me, I would more concentrate on things that shipping right away to look at getting into my collection.
Okay, so then to end this topic, like it says, each of you, I want to know, do you see this ending or is this the new normal, man? Payne, what do you got, man?
I hope it ends because I can afford it.
I don't think it'll end. I think it'll be hopeful. I think the best hope we have is that it doesn't get worse. But I think this is, at least for a while, this is the new norm.
Warren, what you think, man, guy?
Yeah, I think the same thing, bro. For what's going on right now, I think it would be the new normal for us to hope for this to go back to anything that we were accustomed to pre-COVID. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna get worse for at least now until some kind of thing changes in terms of this whole Russia situation and stuff like that.
Okay. I hear you. And then Mark, two things for you, man. I might be wrong, but I swear I've heard you in the past say you have a limit you'll pay for shipping, right?
Yeah. Well, you made the comment about like start including shipping in the price of the statue, but I've did that from day one on everything. Like because we're fooling ourselves. Like, that's part of the product to get to your doorstep is that shipping cost. So the statue isn't $700. The statue is $1,000 because that's what it's going to take to get it to your house. So I've always had that mindset. But I mean, just hearing, I thought I heard someone say something about $50K for a container or something. And it's like, at what point are we going to call bullshit on COVID? Like, no one, like, I mean, we can say, yeah, COVID raised some prices in some areas, but at what point is like a 10-time increase? Are we not going to say this, you're full of shit? You're just taking advantage of people and there's no government to regulate it. Like
Yeah.
government will step in and not let gas prices get to a certain extent,
So
but there's no one regulating fucking shipping right now. And they're just like gouging all across the board.
Really?
Like,
so for you,
You see
man.
that's the other problem too, is like everybody could just use COVID now as an excuse for everything that went up, you know. They could just say,
That
well,
was one of the
COVID
things
was the
that
problem.
we talked about too. They said that there used to be like competitive pricing in picking who you would ship with. Sorry, my camera fucking did that shit again. So there used to be competitive pricing, right? So if one shipping company or whatever didn't have a great price, you go to someone else. But because of everything that's going on, everybody is using it as an opportunity to charge max. So
Yeah.
there is no more competitive pricing in this.
So Mark, other than a piece you would go make an exception for, what's kind of your limit for the shipping, the amount?
200.
200. Okay.
Yeah.
And then to cap it off, do you see this ending, or is this the new norm for you?
I still have faith that this isn't going to be the new norm, but I mean, it's not going to go back to what it was.
Yeah,
You know, we won't ever go back to, you know.
the sad part for me is I think it's going to have the ability to go back to more like we were used to, but I will say the companies will not do it because now they know we'll pay this amount. They know
Yeah, and
they know we are willing, not just that, just everything in the world, man. They know the cost of shipping now and people pay it. So if you're a company running a business and you can make that money, why wouldn't you? So I don't think it's going to go.
You know how people
and well, look,
in
even
the-
Ben, who ships all his stuff to us, he's saying he needs to buy a plane to make it affordable for us now. But sorry, Eddie, go ahead with your thought.
I was telling Ben that even if he buys that plane, the price of the fuel is not going to go away. It's going to be the same problem again. So
I was
Okay.
to say, people used to say like, don't collect backwards and try and, if you're new, try and get the shit that's coming out now to kind of save money and not have to go and pay the prices of the previous stuff. But now that prices are high, like I think you should collect backwards. You might be able to get some of the other shit. You're gonna pay the same price anyway, and some of the older shit is better. So
Well, that's the thing. Some of those collectibles that people might be looking for is actually they could get local pickup, you know, so it's not like shipping
yeah,
involved and that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
that's actually like a good option for people now to do local pickup on a lot of pieces that they're looking for and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we covered a lot. The chat, they've thrown their 2 cents in on the shipping situation as well, man. I mean, for our sakes, we can only hope for the best, but it's looking bleak at the moment. That'll just take us into the next step, because what we're about to talk about, we're going to see pieces that we're going to want, and we're going to have to pay to ship. So from this Queen Studios event on Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Eddie, you and me are screwed. Pain Man, kick it off for me. What are you hoping to see Queen unveil? You've seen the list. You've seen the phase 1 list. You've seen items teased. What are you hoping
Same
to
as
see?
you two. I want to see that Optimus and Megatron and decide whether I can afford it or I'm going to move the fuck on.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
I almost wanted to be like, okay, I can't afford it, so okay, I don't have it. Bye bye.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more affordable than you guys think, but we'll see. Because I'm interested in that too. The Optimus and Megatron, that one, the Mark III. We were talking about it. I've been talking about it for a while. I've been waiting for that one. And
Yes,
then,
everyone watching, as you can see, my Transformer influence has infected all these guys. So thanks.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to change it to the Transformers and Gal Gadot show for you, man.
For sure.
the last one I want to see is they teased that the silhouettes of all the Batman, and the armored Batman is pretty damn sick. So I want to see how that is, if they even show that at all.
It's crazy because now in that comment section they said there'll be figures shown too. So now we can't even assume it's all statues.
Jesus, man.
Warren, man, is anything? I mean, I know half scale Gal Gadot, unveiling is what you want to see, but anything else,
Yeah.
man?
Well, I know that half scale Gal Gadot was on the phase one list, so I'm
No,
not
it
really
wasn't.
hoping to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, John from Queen Studios did say that they did delay that because they wanted to be the best piece that they made in terms of the representation. So, that kind of eased the curtain a little bit with that. But yeah, again, I want to see the Transformer pieces, the Megatron versus Optimus Dio. Hopefully, we see the Megatron on Throne. Those are the two pieces that I'm looking forward to. But I mean, overall, Queen Studios, they bring out a lot of stuff. So, I'm looking forward to everything basically, but more so the Transformer pieces. Well, that's without even saying.
Man, Mr. Mark, I know you're not the movie collector, and a lot of Queen's items on those lists are movie related, but anything on those lists you've seen that you kind of hope you might see?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before I get a Queen piece. But like you said, they dabble in movie a little bit more than comic. So a lot of their stuff, while nice, it hasn't gave me that itch yet. But like Eddie, I'm looking forward to the Mark III. I want to see that, see the pose. I don't know if the Mark One was on this phase or not. I can't remember, but they have some other stuff. I'm not sure if it's on this reveal. Like they mentioned like an alien bust, I think. And they
Yep,
also
they
have
did.
like, as you know, that Joker on Throne has my eye, but that's not going to be shown till probably later in the year or next year, I would imagine. Um, but yeah, they got some quality stuff. I just they do movies so well. It's just not something I collect. So
The one thing I'll say, like yourself looking for Joker on Throne and Warren looking for the half scale Gal Gadot, I will say there might be a chance we could see them because in their teaser today with the Batman images, um, a couple of those Batman weren't even mentioned before. So if they're going to be showing stuff that hasn't been mentioned, there might be some hope to see stuff that you guys were looking at.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
regardless, I know that it's going to be done. So, it's
yeah,
not
no,
like they're
it's going to be
guessing. Yeah.
done. Yep.
So,
Me personally, I'm looking forward to seeing uh, the Transformers, the diorama, Megatron on Throne, and if they have anything else they've been hiding and ready to put out, I want to see it because one, I want to see if the diorama scales like same scale as the figures, I mean the statues themselves, or if the diorama Transformers are significantly smaller than the individual ones. Part of the reason I'm trying to figure all this out is because I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to take my collection. And that's where the other part comes in of what I want to see unveiled, which is the 1/4 Marvel statues and the 1/3 DC statues, all movie. Because I'm going to have to make a decision if I want to go Transformers or stay with the Marvel DC, which I've kind of started already.
just
It's
just
going to
go to
be
Transformers, Chase. Just
the original plan was, to get, because a while ago they announced the Megatron on Throne. The original plan was to get that as like a one-off Transformers piece because that is like my guy for Transformers. But then they showed that damn diorama and I was blown away. And it wasn't even painted yet.
yeah.
So that one diorama could just be a one-off and then I'll continue Marvel DC. But we'll see, man. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to see out of that showcase. It's gonna be an hour long, so hopefully there'll be a handful of pieces and not just like 6. Um,
Yeah.
we'll see. I think there has to be a handful because phase 1 is coming to it. That's like half the year, and we're coming up in April, right? We're in 4th month. Phase 2 kicks off the second half of the year, so they need to start showing some of the stuff they listed.
Mm-hmm.
The final topic we were going to discuss today, guys. Your opinions on the pros and cons of licensed products versus the unlicensed. Payne, I know you're a big unlicensed guy. I mean, what's your perspective on this?
For me, look, I love my licensed pieces, but my custom, I still have like 10 items on PO from customs, and I know Aiden and RJ have a lot more. But it's just like, it just comes down to the licensor won't sign off on things, and a lot of the concept pieces from the customs are just so good. So there you go. That's really what it came down to is, can I get the piece that I really like? And sometimes a licensed company just aren't allowed to do certain things, and there's no way around that. So there you go.
Question for you, because you do have a lot and I've placed a lot of orders. Have you been taken for yet?
So I only order from like 2 or 3 companies that I
Or
know
no.
and trust.
Yep.
So,
Smart
yeah.
man. Yep.
Yeah, I don't fuck with people that I don't know. So
It's a good concept, man. Eddie, I know you've been battling. Do you want to continue getting customs, or are you kind of done with them? You still battling that dilemma, or have you kind of made a decision on that?
Yeah, I think it'll be a constant battle all the time because,
Yeah.
like Payne said, like you don't know when you'll see some of these characters in license.
Yep.
And with custom, that's I think the biggest thing is like you're gonna get something that may not ever be done. And I like dynamic stuff, and usually custom is like very ambitious with their pieces. So that's the biggest pro with custom. I think the con with custom, which is a pro with license, is I feel like license has better QC half the time. Like there are good custom companies out there, and they get better each time. But I feel like the QC sometimes is lacking, and sometimes the quality you get for the price you pay with customs, even though you're getting something you don't get from license, is not the best. Like, so you got to understand that you're getting something you may never get. So you got to add that into to how much it's worth, because sometimes I'll think this looks like a Sideshow piece, but it costs like a Prime 1 piece. And I'm like, I don't like that with customs. But then you got to take into consideration the character and would license ever do it. So that's like my biggest battle when it comes to customs. And so I don't know. I feel like they both have pros and cons, but yeah, what were you going to say, Payne?
I was just gonna say that I like the super low ES. So that's just me.
Yeah, see,
That's a nice aspect. Yep.
That is very nice. And like the more I collect, the more I understand why that's needed with collecting.
Speaking of customs, I'm gonna take this to Mark, and while I do that, Payne, can you pull up that picture Mark has been looking for, please, if you can find it? You know what I'm talking about? That the Spider-Man with the
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, if you can
Yeah,
pull it
let
up
me
for
find-
me. Yeah, thank
Yep,
you. So
let me
Mark,
find it. Let me
so
find
Mark,
it.
let me take it to you while he does that.
Sure.
Have you gone down custom route yet?
Yeah, I've had a handful of customs, and my collection is fluid. It's always stuff in and stuff out. That's just how it's always been. So I've had my share of customs over the years. Pros and cons, I would say that we just kind of touched on it. A con is shipping, right? Like, if you're getting a custom, it's not going to be no $75 shipping coming from
So,
overseas.
Mark, to add on to that, you also have to think, are they adding more to shipping than they're being honest about?
Yeah, I remember that was brought up before, and I mean, personally, I think so, but I think that about a lot of companies. I mean, a lot of companies are like charging us more than they need to be, right? But that's their prerogative. But I'm sure there's some custom people that have just said, I don't know what the shipping is going to be. I'm just going to highball it. And, they end up skimming a little off the top off of, our backs, basically, charging a little bit more in shipping than they need to. So that's a con. I would say quality for customs. Some of them are like home run out of the park. And then some of them with maybe how something pegs in or fits. Sometimes those aren't always the best compared to like a licensed, a more polished piece with engineering. So yeah, it just takes a special kind of custom to like catch my eye. I'm not really in that game in a lot of groups looking at those, just because a lot of the times I don't agree with the art direction or the concept, or the paint isn't always top shelf. It just depends on the individual piece, but more often than not, I prefer licensed. I just think the quality is there more times than not than on the customs. So
Fair enough.
The thing
Yeah.
about shipping with customs is also because it's coming out of China.
yeah,
And if you know logistics, anything out of China is a pain in the bitch. That's why, like, I honestly don't see it as, I don't think they're skimming. I genuinely think that having bought a lot of shit out of China, that's just how much shit costs out of China, unless you are a company operating with a Chinese license. I'm still trying to find that picture, guys. It's buried in messages.
Don't worry about it, man.
it's all good.
So Warren, I know you dabbled deep in the customs. We saw your custom mag earlier.
Yeah, well,
What's
I
your
mean,
viewpoint of all this?
I had a kind of steep learning curve in terms of customs, so I learned a lot about it over the last few months and stuff. And I mean, I do have a few custom pieces now. How I look at it basically is like with customs is like you're gonna probably get those concepts, you're gonna get those characters that you're not gonna get with license. So if you're looking for something that's unique, that definitely you're not gonna expect from a licensed company like what we just saw that Venomized Wolverine, you're not gonna see that coming into license anytime soon. Um, you with customs you get how should I put it, the rareness of it, meaning that not everyone is going to have that particular piece. So that, to me, it kind of drives the value up in terms of how rare it is and how good that particular piece is. Because, for example, that Black Hole Surfer, that probably is right now one of the best surfers that was ever made, and that sells for nothing, probably less than 10 grand, maybe more. So that's the kind of prices some of these things go for on the aftermarket, especially when they are like great pieces. And in terms of the whole custom, well, it really depends on like which companies you're going to for these customs, because there are, companies that are doing great work in terms of the custom, the paint and the quality control and that kind of stuff. And then there are just these new people coming in, so you don't know what kind of quality work they're going to do, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of factors to weigh in when you're looking at custom pieces. And then with customs now, you kind of at the liberty of the people who are making them, because they could basically say, well, yo, this thing is delayed for like another 6 months, it is delayed for a year, and you can't really do anything about it, right? Because you're at their mercy at that point in time. You already buy into it, and it's up to you if you want to wait until it's completed and stuff. And what I noticed about some of these custom companies too is like they're putting out so much different statues at the same time, and it's a lot of projects that they're working on, and they don't really have the kind of resources that a licensed company would have in terms of how fast they could push out these pieces and that kind of stuff. So that's another problem with customs in terms of that. But to me, as I said, there are just about 3 custom groups I would go to for a custom piece because of what they make, what they put out and stuff, and I see the kind of work that they do. And I would stick with them, like even if I see a new company doing like a piece that's really good, I would definitely not just buy into it at that point in time. I would wait to see like a production piece or something like that. But when it comes to license as well, in terms of license, I think they have the experience, they have the best everything, the best technology, the best artists, the best factories. So in terms of quality, paint, sculpt, I don't think anybody gonna come close to them at any point in time. So customs is more for concept, is more for like a piece that's unique. So that's the two worlds that you deal with there.
Ben in the comments asked a good question that people were replying to. What's the ideal ES for you guys? And it seemed like for license, people were saying it seemed like 500 to 1,000 was kind of the range. And for unlicensed, personally, I would say 100 or less. But
yeah, well, for customs is definitely 100 or less. I would say 50 around that mark is a good number for in terms of customs.
Me personally, for customs versus license, for me, all I collected for the most part was 1/4 Star Wars. And if you know Star Wars, they just make the same characters over and over. So custom companies came out and made the characters that weren't made and were wanted. I mean, weekly, I was ordering a custom man. It was ridiculous.
You see, the other thing too that I forget to mention is that the more customs coming out with all these companies coming out doing custom pieces now, it's not like XM and Prime One and Queen is looking at these things and not seeing it, right? It's basically everywhere in all the groups and whatever. So they're going to look at that and see that as their competition, and they would probably at least take that to put out stuff that people looking for and not just do like another Batman, another Wolverine, that kind of stuff. So hopefully, they look at that and say, well, people really want these things, let's give them what they want. But I know also it all comes down to the licensing and what they could do, and they're very limited with that, so that's the other problem there too. The whole licensing issues why we don't really get stuff that we would like to see.
Yeah. Cap it off, I would just say a lot of it goes back to the first topic of shipping, because as was mentioned by you guys, we tend to pay more for the custom shipping as well. So just one more problem that we all have to deal with.
Yeah.
I guess from their pain, I guess we'll do a little.
Yeah, that's a very nice intro. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, as you guys know, I have the Exquisite Collections group on Facebook, so I just thought like this segment that we call the Exquisite Minute would be like a great add into it. Is just that it's just like a feature of like a collection that I think is like overall well presented, well organized. The displays is like unique. And this particular collection here is by a collector by the name of Greg Bain. This is like probably one of the best Predator Alien collections I've ever seen in terms of like how it's put together, how it's displayed. Is really like something unique. You don't see this kind of thing every day. And to me, honestly, I believe that being in this hobby and being in this collection, it's not just like collecting the statues, it's also how it's displayed, in terms of how you make it look at the end of the day, because you want it to look kind of pleasing to not only yourself, but to other people who might be looking at it and stuff like that. So this is not like in any kind of particular order or anything. It's just that I choose this one for the first show just to kind of introduce it. And this is something that, I think I would label this as very unique, very exquisite display in terms of how it's set up and stuff like that.
What was the guy's name for this one?
Greg Bain.
Greg Bain.
Mhm.
Man, what do you guys, Mark, does this speak to you, man?
It's nice. It's I don't know if you can zoom in more. It's kind of hard to see
Yeah.
the pieces he has, but it speaks to me in terms of I love collectors that have like a vision for their collection, like in terms of display. They don't just buy and then just the display is an afterthought. I like that, and Warren's a perfect example of that with what he's got behind him. But so yeah, I love the display. It looks classy, museum-esque, really well done.
It looks like when you go like into a Halloween store to pick out a mask for the new year. That's like what I picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, I mean like if I had that set up in my house, bro, I would spend probably like almost all my day inside that particular area.
I mean, he even branded his furniture with aliens. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. The backdrop looks like the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean,
look at the chairs this guy has like around his pool table, So imagine you have like some friends over and they walk into there, it's like shit, that's like the perfect setup right there.
Yeah, you guys ever play pool at a pool hall and like someone like gets crazy and like the ball will fly off the table,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, he has like a drunken like party over there and just cue ball goes flying into a $4,000 Predator piece or something.
man.
Ow.
I wasn't even thinking that. Oh my god. I used to play pool all the
Well,
time.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't have the balls, it doesn't have the cues, so maybe it's just there for
Yeah.
ambience.
Yeah.
Man, thank you, Warren.
That's cool.
Honestly, this one wasn't even a thought in mine or pains to do. You brought us. That's what I want from all of us, man. If any of you ever have any ideas or anything, just let me and Payne know. We'll get it done, man. Like this, I thought this was a beautiful idea, Warren.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Going forward, This, like Warren said, this is his Facebook group. Aiden is an admin.
Exquisite collections. Yeah.
Aiden is an admin down there. The link is in the description below. But this is probably where you're gonna see a lot of our information for the show being posted in terms of what guest is gonna come on. Because as I mentioned, going forward, every episode you guys can expect a special guest, and just this is gonna be the group we use in conjunction with the show a lot, as well as Eddie's group as well, which we'll talk about a little later. But continuing on things, we're just gonna get onto some collection photos and some shenanigans, and we'll call it a night, guys. But we got a little more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I see this stuff all the time, and every time I see it, I swear he's added more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Xavi Martinez. I call him Mr. Magneto. I mean, this right here is like you really have a lot of focus to just collect one character. Like, I mean, that's to me that's amazing. Like I don't see myself having that. Honestly, like probably I don't think I could get that many Gal Gadot pieces or whatever.
I think you could, actually.
Not yet, Mark. Not yet.
Yeah. Could any of you guys do this with one character?
No.
Not for me.
Like Chasen, you would need like 300 C3POs behind you. Like, I couldn't.
The problem is like he picked a character that people make a shit ton of.
Yeah.
It works, but like if I picked a character, it wouldn't be as many. Like there wouldn't be as much made.
I mean, we've all seen that guy with the thing stuff. I didn't know there was that much thing stuff out there.
Yeah, that's true.
People started receiving these through the mail this last week or so, man. Absolutely phenomenal custom
I saw the pictures and the light up features on this thing. I knew about it like before. I knew it was in the works or whatever. I saw like some preview pictures of it, but when I start to see the actual collectors have this in hand, I had to hunt this down, and I'm happy to say that I did get one. So just waiting to get this in hand right now.
So I did go hunt this down, and then I didn't. Then the person I needed to talk to said to hit him back up this week, and I purposely didn't because I knew I would likely find it and I would likely buy it, and I stopped it myself.
Hashtag restraint.
I think it came out absolutely phenomenal, though. Eddie, I know you're looking for a cosmic. If you ever, get your hands on it, man, or see one, I'd say go for it because seems like everyone crushes these pieces.
Yeah, there's that custom out there of it that I
This
consider all the time.
is a classic example of what we were speaking about too, in terms of like a custom group knocking it out the park with this one. This is definitely an example of that, because I think arguably everybody was saying XM Ghost Rider was the #1 Ghost Rider piece that was there for a long time, but I think this could give this like a lot of competition right now. I think this could probably be the best one out there with the light up features and everything that's included in this.
Next, people have started to, I guess people in China have received. I remember one of the first leaked images, there was a crappy photo, and then another person put out this one, and Queen was very quick to put this on their Instagram, which is smart because this is the way it actually does look.
Right.
Looks incredible, man. Like I'm not a bus guy, but this thing is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not a bus person either, but that looks great.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. What is this? This thing is massive. Man. I mean, you got the Hulkbuster, and then you got, I don't even know what character that is, man. So
DBZ.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
From Berserk.
I think that's Berserk, yeah.
It's Berserk? Okay.
Oh, that's the god dude from Berserk in the god form or whatever. Dean has that from CW. Or well, not
really?
him, his sister is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's into that line. So
that thing is
huge,
massive.
Dude. Like kid right there. That's crazy. Both those pieces.
That's a good size comparison there. Because
Warren, you sent me this today, man.
That's RJ's daughter, and I like the sign that he did. We like that sign.
Oh, that is funny, dude. Is this a new thing? Are we Are we taking pictures with kids next to our pieces to like show scale?
Yeah,
I gotta
that's,
get
that's
my
the
little
thing,
brother.
Eddie,
My little
I
brother
think
next to mine.
I
Eddie,
think that's
remember?
cool. I think that's cool, bro. Like if I had like a son or something, like I would put it next to all my statues and take pictures of them, you know.
Remember the in the one Star Wars custom group with the 1/4 Wampa and the kid?
Yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah,
thing is
I actually
that thing
do
was
remember that.
massive. Oh my gosh. Someone, wanted to make a joke.
Oh shit!
I love this
Chasen.
picture.
So I was the one who actually edited that picture and like
Yeah.
put that guy in like RG's collection.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Oh, I love this picture.
yeah, it's like fuck the underwear, bro. Statues.
Like,
You hate to see it.
I mean, bro, but if you get new underwear, that's statue money, man.
It's true.
Facts.
It's true.
Like I don't know if that's really RG or not, but I mean it kind of looks like him. So
Adriana told me yesterday. It's not underwear, but she told me yesterday. I was like, we need to go on a vacation, and I wanted to go to the desert and visit my grandpa and go to the river because it's cheap, right? I was like, that's a cheap vacation. She's like, no, let's go somewhere nice, like out of the country or something. And I'm like, that's expensive. I was like, what the fuck? That's expensive. And she's like, your statues are expensive. I was like, damn.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. I know. I was
Statue,
like,
bro. Yeah. That's statue
That's a
money,
hit.
man. That's
yeah.
why one of the reasons I didn't want to go to the World Cup this year that I was telling you about, Eddie.
Yeah. Like,
That shit is
whoa.
expensive. So, if you guys saw this on the street, what would be your thoughts?
I want the third from the front. That's my thought.
I would
I
jump.
who's driving it.
I would like run in front of that and be like, hold on, I need a ride in one of these things.
It's crazy. I'll take the first one, man.
I want the tumbler.
Yeah,
They're
I
all
would
in
love
order
Tumblr.
too. That's dope.
Yeah, Eddie, you do have the Jazz Inc. one. You
Yeah.
do the Batman, the one that very, very nice, man. Congratulations on that thing. Does that ship this year, man?
I hope so. No.
Hope so. Okay.
Wait, which one did you
His
get,
last
Eddie?
update, he said it was being pushed back. It was supposed to ship in the middle of this year, but he said it's already being pushed back.
He got the Batman Forever one.
The Alchemy
Yeah.
one? Oh, nice. Oh, that's a cool one. The light up.
Other thing,
Yeah.
this as well is starting to arrive in people's collections. I mean, it is kind of small Godzilla. Obviously, you can't really do a scale on that. I mean, if you did a 1-to-1 Godzilla, that would probably be a car the size of his head. I really don't know, but I think this thing is very detailed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the texture. Everybody was like, the size is too small, but look at the freaking.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
skin. You know the
Yeah,
scales.
that's a great sculpt. That's well done.
Honestly, the price point wasn't that bad for what you get being a bust and all. It was like 17, I think, 16. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's really not that bad.
I
Yeah.
actually
love
like
the
the
base,
XM
too.
bust.
You like the XM one?
There's I forget the year, but it's not the one with the small teeth. It's like they have two busts that they're
Yep.
kind of like promoting right now. So the other one, that's something I'm considering actually.
Oh, okay.
Or either that or just the Prime 1 Godzilla. The piece
Wow.
that it fit. There's like three pieces, a middle
Yeah.
piece, the
Yep.
The
Godzilla.
street dial.
Holy shit, man!
Yeah,
If you get that thing, Jesus,
That's what I was gonna ask. I was like, would you get this or would you get that dial?
I'd get that. I'd get the.
Yeah, I would love to have that dial.
Honestly, all I need is the Godzilla part, though. I'm not really a King Kong
Oh,
guy.
I want the whole fucking. Maybe I could not
Okay.
have the middle piece, but I want both of them.
Yeah, I think it's
So,
like 5K.
This is very. I'm not gonna say it's a pretty setup, but look, everything is doubled, man. Are you like why do you need two of all of these? Except the mall.
Oh, this guy has like 2 jet power statues. And
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like looking. I'm looking for that for the longest while.
Like that's
And 2
ridiculous.
Megatrons.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
2
Two of
Optimuses.
everything.
Yeah.
Bumblebee's back there. Like that's crazy, man. Like I for me, that's statue money for a different statue for representation.
It's true, man.
I can't wait to unbox this guy, man, right here.
What do you think you guys view on something like that? Like having like 2 of every statue, like how it is in this picture. Like what's the sense of that? I don't understand. Like
I
what's
don't
the
understand it.
what's the logic behind it? Like I know some people have like two statues because they have it displayed like with different switch outs and stuff like that. I mean, something like that I could probably understand, but if you have like two of the exact same statues displayed the exact same way, I don't get the point. Like, what's the reasoning for it?
I
I'm
don't
with
get
you,
it
man.
either. People in the shoe community do two pairs, but it's the old saying, one to stock, one to rock,
Hmm.
you know. But for statues, like you said, unless there's a disparity between switch outs, I don't understand unless you're just trying to flex. Like, look, I got 3 maestros here. What?
Yeah.
You know? So
Like
Yeah,
here,
that's
you
true.
got 3 Gladiator Hulks, man.
yeah.
Took this for comparison for the next picture. Like, if you just real quick, which one would you want?
Ah,
I'm
man.
all I'm there for the Queen Studios green
Okay.
Scarlet.
Yeah, same.
Queen, Eddie, what you got?
This is kind of. I think I chose the Daniel Bell one,
Okay.
but I love them all.
Okay. Mark?
Before I said I was on the fence with the 2 on the left. I think the Bell helmeted head is my favorite of the 3. But I was just watching. You guys know Barb,
Yeah.
who collects. I missed her live unboxing, but I was just watching her unbox the Queen Hulk, and just seeing it more pictures of it, that kind of pushed me over the top. I would go Queen if I had to
Okay.
take the 3.
I am right with you. And then for those of you who did not pick Queen, these next pictures I think might change your
change it.
opinion. We have Mr. Aiden Martinez with his
Yeah, that's fire.
Gladiator Hulk. This thing, thank you, Aiden, for sharing, man. But this thing is, yeah, congrats too. This thing is just
Yeah.
absolutely.
He does the good light. I like the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, Eden
Got
has
the
a
little
museum
spotlight.
lighting going on.
That would be the one I would choose without a doubt.
It's
But
like
I'm also a sucker for Throne.
It's like when we talk
Yeah.
statues, it's like that's a statue. That's like what you
Yeah.
have in mind as a statue. That's like a fully sculpted, just like something that you can just stare at for minutes. And
Yeah,
just like
I
take in
mean,
the details.
Yeah.
I think if you have that like in a collection room or something, you're definitely going to be drawn to that. If you just walk into a room, you're definitely going to be drawn to that right away. It has that kind of presence to it.
So these nice little custom inserts for these pieces, man. Like this looks
I like
for
his
me.
display.
This is very clean, man. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. But this I was actually following this guy's build like from the beginning. He had everything planned out. Like he actually had the drawings for the room, the drawings for display, everything. So that's what once you have something planned out and you have like a goal that you're aiming towards, you get it to set like this. It looks like really good.
And that's his second part. He has a little more.
Yeah.
Looks phenomenal. Nice, clean.
Yeah.
Probably expensive.
Yeah, this is I think pronounced Bimuta Reviews or something like that. He has like a
Yeah.
YouTube channel and like his reviews are actually like really good. Like he has like proper lighting, proper videos, proper camera setup and everything.
So in some comic news yesterday, this thing sold for $3.1 million. And it's a
Wow.
9.4.
Jesus.
3.1 million. All because of Mr. Infamous, which I don't even want to say on the channel, but
Oh.
yeah.
He punched him. Yeah.
Yeah. And you see the little
That's
symbol
why?
back there? Yeah,
That's
so
why?
it's a very rare. Look at number 1. It's a very rare piece apparently, and it's sold for 3.1 million.
Wow.
Ouch.
Look
I
at
would
him, Will
feel
Smith
feel
right
ashamed
there.
to spend
Ah.
3.1 million on
That
this
was
guy.
good, Mark.
Maybe it was Will Smith that bought it. You never know.
Could afford it.
So congratulations to Dune, man. Pop culture. This movie I saw the second time it's been on HBO Max. I didn't watch it the first time before they took it down. It
I
was
still
very
gotta
good.
watch this shit, man.
Very good, man. Very good. But no surprise they took all those Oscars, man. That it was well deserved. I understand. Anyone else a fan?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next one.
I am a god.
I'm with you, man.
What the hell? Where'd you guys even find that scene?
Okay. Payne, you forgot to pull these out during the show. Thank you.
I did forget. I totally forgot.
Anyway, Ghostbusters. It's a pretty big community in in our community. So they're getting a TV show now. If any of you haven't heard,
Yeah, I didn't know
It's
that.
like a live
Right.
action thing.
yeah, I'm assuming it's I believe Dwayne is in it, man. The Rock. I believe he's gonna be in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Well,
on Netflix.
So some people probably hear that and be like, okay, I'm not interested anymore.
Or
Yeah.
they're automatically interested.
Yeah, well, either way.
This premiered for the Halo people, man. This was pretty big. This thing has been in the works for so long. I have yet to
Yeah.
watch it. My plan is going to be to wait till they're all available and then go through with it.
It's
Oh, so this is,
three
this is-
episodes in already.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wait,
already-
this started already?
Yeah. March
Oh,
24th.
okay.
Every Thursday a new episode comes
You
out.
said it's good, Eddie? You like it?
I like it. I'm not gonna say that
What-
it's any better than like
What is this
one
on?
that
This
Moon
is on
Knight?
what, Netflix or HBO?
Paramount
or-
Plus.
Paramount.
Plus.
Okay.
You
Oh,
can
sorry,
get it.
right.
You can get it through Amazon Prime though, if
Okay.
you want. But it's a Paramount exclusive. But it's good. The guy that plays Master Chief is Pablo Schreiber, I think his
Yep,
name is.
yep.
It's a dude. It's Porn Stash from
Orange is the New Black. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that actor, so I was
But
like
yeah.
interested in it for that.
I am
But,
looking forward to
How's it
watching.
going, Eddie? Is it going good so far?
Yeah, the third episode so far is the best. I think it's getting it's
okay.
progressively.
Then Eddie,
getting
I
better.
have other good news for you. If you did not already hear, before this season even premiered, it was already renewed for a second season.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
It's good, man. I think it's the best live action Halo thing that we've got so far, which I know isn't saying much, but it's cool.
People starting to get their artist edition Jokers in from Queen. Thing looks pretty impressive in my opinion, guys.
Much better than P1.
Yep.
Yeah. Some Game of Thrones, well, not Game of Thrones, but the spinoff, The House of Dragon, this year,
Yeah.
August
can't
21st.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. I love Game of Thrones. Eddie, I know it left you sour.
Yeah, I'm not. It's an amazing show, and then they killed it. So
Pretty popular thing as well, man. Getting a prequel show on everything is getting shows.
Yeah.
Thought this was pretty nice. I mean, there's not a whole lot of statues or stuff, but it looks pretty well presented and nice collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the negative portrait. Like, come on now, what are you guys doing?
I do like that statue a lot.
Chasen, you have that statue?
No, me no.
Oh, okay.
It's not my preferred one. Thought this displayed really well. Yeah, got some nice backlights in there. The sabers, the
Yeah.
flowers, everything lights up, man. He's got a light on Thrawn up here. Just looks well. It looks nice. Eddie, I still have this for sale for you.
I know, man. It's just-
I'm teasing, man.
This is nice.
That looks like a movie room, man. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I still want this one day.
yeah, that's dope.
The Pyre helmet.
Yeah.
No, that's like a rare piece.
I think it's like 150. I don't even remember. It's pretty rare, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see
Sought
that
after.
EFX they came out with?
That's the one.
Oh, it's the same one.
Yep.
Yeah, I considered getting that actually. I was
Yeah.
kind of mad I passed on it. 'cause
I'm
then
on the
it's
wait
so
list
long.
right now.
Yeah.
This guy is similar to the guy that collects one of everything, man. He is, one of the same thing. Batman Beyond, and that is all. I mean, we got the statues here, but then, like, just
Wow.
everything Batman and Beyond.
Wow.
That's
Dedication.
dedication. Like, that thing, that's very niche, man. Very niche.
Ooh,
I
like
actually
this.
I have most of those, most of the sabers, I must admit.
Oh, you
have this
collect
guy-
these sabers too as well?
I do. Yep, I collect sabers.
Okay.
sabers, helmets like these. Mine don't have stands, but I have helmets. I have this guy too, and I've never unboxed him yet.
Which one?
Oh, right, the Grievous on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
That's an
It
old
is.
piece, right?
So Chasen, you have all those sabers that you've seen. They're like different ones.
I have most of these. Yes, not all of them, but I have most. I have more that he doesn't have as well.
Okay, okay.
That
This
Grievous,
piece,
Chasen,
yeah,
is that like an old Sideshow one?
that is not even Sideshow, but the one you're referring to is very old. Correct. This
Oh,
is
okay.
actually a This is actually a discontinued Galaxy's Edge piece. So in Galaxy's Edge, it costs like $350, but now because it's Disney and people want it on eBay, it goes for, well, more.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool lighting.
Nice.
Mhm.
Like the backdrop
Yeah.
of Gotham there.
Go ahead and
That Bane looks heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a massive piece.
I'm gonna end it with this guy right here, guys. Little in-hand images of the Infinity Studio Penguin toys, on Phoenix Joker. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
just
was
incredible.
Yeah, I think Infinity Studios kind of knocks it out of the park with their Boss Real Life Boss Pro.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay like what? This thing's like $4,000, right?
Mm.
I
Who's got
hated
hair
that
on their
movie.
hands?
Yeah, I think they showed the Henry Cavill bust as well, and had the same kind of features in terms of the hair on the body and stuff like that. That shit looks like real, bro.
Wow. Went maybe 6 minutes over than my projected goal. 2.5. In any of our shows where we try to goal was to get between 2 hours and 2.5, but we did pretty well being our first show. I've never directly, controlled one of these before. I think we
Yeah,
did pretty
man,
good
yeah.
time,
That
guys.
was good, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like these sex like
Warren hacked our show, everybody. Just so you know.
No, I made clips for everybody that I thought would be that people would like.
yes. I am back.
That was me coming out of retirement right there.
Yeah,
That's what I said. When next time he orders a piece, we're throwing that up.
Yeah,
But
and then here,
go ahead, Payne.
oh, and then
挽回千本桜影吉
Amazing.
Before we'll say our conclusions and our thanks to you all for turning in for our first time, I wanted to share one last thing. Eddie, go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, dude. This is Made Media. It's my new channel. I'm starting a channel on my own, and I came
It's
up with
a
the name.
spin-off Narco series.
Yeah, spin-off Narco series. Yeah, it turned into a mafia / Scarface thing, but so made Media. It wasn't supposed to be like Made Man or anything. It was money all day, every day, because my YouTube handle and pretty much everything is Money Mendez. So that's what it. That's how it came about. Made Media, and then the initials are
Scarface now.
MM. Yeah, and the initials are MM, which is Money Mendez. But yeah, I started that up, and I made one video, an introduction video, and I already got 50 subs, so I appreciate everybody checking out that channel. And I also made a Facebook group called Community Made, where I'm posting like pretty much all the news that I see and hear is going in there. And then I would love for people to post pictures. You can post anything in there. There's no real rules to anything. Whatever you want to post in there, you can post in there. But that just started up, so I'm excited about that. And Chasen and Payne are helping me out with that. They're probably going to be on most of my streams, if not everything that I do over there with the statue stuff. because I'm gonna be doing statues. I'm gonna do some other things too, but the streams will mainly be statues. Actually, Chasen gave me this idea, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on the thumbnail after this. On Sunday, I'm gonna do a stream around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 6 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna do a stream for the recap of the Queen Studios Phase 1 event, where they show everything off. So hopefully, Chasen said he could make that. Hopefully, Payne can make it. Mark and Warren, you guys are more than welcome to join if you
No
guys
problem.
want to join up for that.
Already subbed and everything to the channel and all that.
I
It's good
appreciate
stuff.
it, man. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'll still be doing stuff on CW, and I'll still be doing stuff. Obviously, I'm doing this show every other Friday, and I'll still be on, Cash and Steve's every now and then. But this is just something I wanted to start on my own to kind of put my own thing out there, and I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Help out Eddie, man. The links are in the description below. If you can give him a sub, much appreciated. Warren's Facebook is down there. Eddie's Facebook group is down there. So give him a follow. Tune in on Sunday. We'll do the recap of Queen, their event. I guess it'll be your second video, first kind of review type video then, man.
Yeah, it'll be the first stream, so.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice.
I'm ending with my parting words. Any of you guys want to say anything before I say?
Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for having.
Yeah.
Thanks for thinking of me and having me, and being friends. And I look forward to being closer friends with Warren and Mark. And
Yeah, man, for sure.
Thank you
Yeah, I
everybody
just
in the
want
chat for
I just want to say thanks to everybody who came through tonight in the chat and stuff like that. Thanks for you guys for having me on the show. Definitely a good experience and stuff like that. Glad I could help out in whatever way I can and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully we could improve on the others and we bring something new and original to the whole streaming thing, make it a lot more fun and stuff like that. But definitely had a good time tonight, and I'm glad everything went smoothly and we had the kind of support that we was hoping to get for at least the first show. In terms of there are other streams that's going on concurrently with ours and stuff, and we did get people in chat and people to look at the show and stuff. And definitely I'm glad I could influence you guys into Transformers and hopefully...
Yeah, we're all broke now. We're all buying Transformers and you'll be even broker than we are now.
All right, then.
Yeah.
I'll just, Mark, anything, man? Are you good?
Yeah, man, just glad to be hanging out with you guys. That picture Payne showed earlier of the custom symbiote.
Oh, yes.
If anyone sees that, hit me up or hit Payne up, because I'm
Hit
looking
any
for
of us
that
up. If any of you come across that custom Spider-Man, if you have us in your contacts and you see one available, just send us a message. We'll get it to Mark.
for selfish reasons, obviously. But no, man, enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I look forward to Sunday and seeing what Queen has to offer us. So
All right, then I'll just end it with saying, first and foremost, I was a little nervous when Payne wasn't here because we had a thing planned out to run this show. It was a little rocky, I think, to start, but and then most importantly, above that, I was worried for you, bro. I thought something may have really happened, and I'm glad everything's okay. This is the piece. If any of you see it, just let us know. We'll get it from Mark. He's on the hunt for it. So if any of you see this, know someone's selling it, just hit us up. We'd appreciate it. Mark would appreciate it the most. Back to the conclusion. Like I said, Payne, I'm glad everything's good, man. Going forward, like I said, each episode you can expect a special guest. I'm not going to reveal to you who's coming, when, and where yet. We'll reveal it probably a week or so before the video goes live. First reveal on Exquisite's group, Warren's group, and Eddie's Made Media group, man. You want to find out information about who we got coming, just look there, man. We'll have it posted. We already have some big names booked. I'm not just saying that to get you guys back. So there's some big names in the community that we have managed to secure already to come on and talk this shop with us. Thank you from my bottom of my heart for tuning in. Payne and myself, we put a lot of work into this first episode trying to get it off the ground. Mark, Eddie, Warren, thank you for being part of this. Thank you for sharing your ideas. You know, I honestly couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm glad you're a part of it. I'm glad we're going to keep doing this going forward. And hopefully we can only improve on what we showed tonight. We'll work out kinks. We'll take you guys in the chat, honest to God, you can give us legit feedback. You can, if there was a part you didn't like, put it in the comments, trash it. We will, we want to hear your comments. We want to improve this. We want to make this enjoyable for you. Going forward, we'll cut this back a little bit, maybe 15 minutes or so.
Here's a comment coming in. Les Gal Gadot. Got it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Don't make up stuff.
Yeah.
Mark. Everybody loves Gal.
If there's anything you particularly really enjoyed about this show, let us know as well, man. So we don't get rid of it. So for a while we'll be tinkering. We're still getting used to this. Hopefully good stuff to come, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night.
Yeah.
We'll
Mark,
see you
before I forget,
in
don't forget to send my comic back, please.
we'll see you in 2
guys.
weeks, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Have a good night.
Yeah, bro. Peace.